Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Only a Carpathian would come back to life now and choose New York. Tasty pick. Bonehead.
We were every bit the force. We live, we breathe, we sweat, we paid the price to be the best. Never been about the boys in the office. The boys that have gone out there night in, night out, doing everything they could to be the very best at what they chose to do in their life. Those boys are here tonight.
Well, I must have been away too long because my feelings are dead. I feel no remorse.
I only am who I am because I was born that way. I have a gift, and I am trying to not be selfish about it, but to use it.
My job consists of basically masking my contempt for the assholes in charge, and at least once a day retiring to the men's room so I can jerk off while I fantasize about a life that doesn't so closely resemble hell.
It's my house, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Grab a dog. I choke him, and I kick the shit out of him. And I all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Go back to bed, America. Your government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you.
Sometimes shit happens. Someone has to deal with it. And who are you going to call?
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young boys in the school. Well, let me tell a joke.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Fuck all you hoes. Get a grip, motherfucker. Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Close and personal with Robin Leach, and I'm far from cheap. I smoke drunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, in dough for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear. Putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good, And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive and it's all. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Representing B-Town in the house. Junior Mafia, Math Label. Yeah. Good, Earl. It's all good, Earl. It's all good, nigga. It's all. That's right. 94. And on. Yeah, Ron and Fez show. Earl sitting there in tears. 10 years since they dropped Biggie in the streets. 10 years since Biggie got cold on us. It's the Ron and Fez show. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
Earl, you okay? You going to be able to do the show today?
Yeah, I'll soldier through it, man. It's a sad day. Sad day.
Your sister soldiered through it.
You're the no-limit soldier your way through. Hey, look who's sitting in here, Fez, the internet star. And I heard a little rumor, and I'm going to do a spy report here.
Spy report.
Happy Typing Girls having an affair with Mikey Boy to become the most popular couple on the internet.
Wow, that would do it.
Wouldn't that work? How are you, Happy Typing Girl?
St. Mikey Boy, that would do it.
Could you imagine you guys would be like Richard and Liz? It would be that big. It would be Brad and Angelina. It would be, I don't know how we do Happy Typing. It would have to turn into Hikey.
Yeah.
I don't know how the whole thing would work.
Maybe Mikey Typing Girl.
Yeah, Mikey Typing Girl would not be bad, I guess. You're on your way to lunch today, huh?
Yes.
Is this going to be on the internet, or are we going to be able to watch it?
No, I don't live all of my life on the internet.
That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
You're always there.
I'm always there when you're here.
Dave came running in and screamed at me, she's driving home last night. And we looked up, Fezzy, and it looked like some kind of one of those soap opera things where they pretend they're in the car, but somebody just has branches behind them.
Yeah, you can almost see like the stagehands pushing the car, the fake car from behind.
Nothing's real.
As the Flintstone backdrop just runs in a loop behind her.
I didn't want to miss anything.
Well, now, you're taking E-Rock out today?
Yeah, it was his birthday last week.
So are we supposed to start a rumor about that?
No, his girl's coming too.
Whoa! How French.
Happy birthday, E-Rock.
How French.
I'm not French at all.
You never have?
No, it's completely innocent. Never.
Never?
The closest thing I've ever done was a kiss to French bread pizza at midnight, just closed mouth. Mwah.
Well, she, groped at you uncomfortably?
Because she behaved.
I'm going to tell you right now, if French bread pizza was a man, she'd be in prison for the way she's acted.
She's very touchy-feely, gropey, grabby.
If she was a guy, she'd be Mike Tyson.
She's been very good with me. She doesn't pull any of that crap with me because she knows that I don't go for it.
How do you know? How do you know until you try? You never know.
Oh, I haven't.
You assume. You assume you don't like it.
Right. Exactly.
But if you do, our spies are watching. Hey, what have you got together with Eastside Dave and Casey?
Ooh, that would be some good board gossip.
Part of the DC connection.
I love the DC connection.
I don't know if it's working at all. I think it's teasing the retard. I honestly do.
We'll find out in less than a week.
Dave, why don't you come by and do board gossip while Happy Typing Girl's here? That would be nice.
That's exciting.
Razzle dazzle. It's board gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip, a little chat, a little...
It's board gossip time. Starting off with FBA, looks like Princess Nikki's the latest member who has been visited by the baby stork. We hope the expecting mother isn't allergic to rubber, because word on the street is that it's a bouncing baby boy. While the father of the child is still unknown, we nevertheless say congrats to Nikki. Hope you like baked foods.
What?
We say congrats to Nikki. Hope you liked baked foods because you have a bun in the oven.
Wow.
What?
She's pregnant.
Yeah, I know, but...
Oh.
It would be baked goods, really.
And now for a segment called...
Fake message board username.
On SpreadTheIris.com, a prominent gossip team member spotted a thread by someone called the Enchanted Wolf. This Enchanted Wolf writes, Dave was a dick for not accepting the plant we gave him on Wednesday. Fortunately, Mafia Life Chris was the bigger man. A true class act. Oh, Enchanted Wolf, stop dressing up in sheep's clothing. We know it's really you, Mafia Life Chris, under a...
Fake message board username.
Isn't every message board name fake?
To a certain extent, Ron Bennington.
Unless someone goes on under the name Todd Hillier, I'm going to believe that they're all fake.
Hey, even Mafia Life Chris isn't a given name.
Well, that's an excellent point, Mr. B. And now for a special segment called According to Melinda. According to Anthony's girlfriend Melinda, the pettiness with Fleaman never ends. Fleaman recently insinuated that fans are paying to be Anthony's friend through poker night. Melinda responded, saying, quote, "Shut up, douche." You heard it here first, folks. Fleaman is a douche, according to Melinda. Skittling over to Whackbag now.
So witty. Shut up, douche.
Skittling over to Whackbag now. The gossip team overheard one of their moderators, SOS, claim that message board wars are beneath him and stupid. Yet 2 hours later was seen slamming FBA moderator Happy Typing Girl with posts such as "Fuck Happy Typing Girl" and "Happy Typing Girl is a cunt."
Ow.
Ouch.
Oh my, SOS. I think Tommy Lee Jones played your character in Batman Forever. I believe it was called Two-Face. Meanness, fibbing, Hello? Meanness, fibbing, animosity. Looks like for SOS and Whackbag, it's the same old song. Yes, this is turning into a musical act.
Shut up, douche.
And now for Who Could It Be?
I don't know if you need the big drum leading into it.
What happened there? That's recent, Mr. B. I've never heard that before.
No.
What elated keyboard last was recently called the C word by whackbag mod.
You already told us.
I can't tell you who it is, but this lass is actually a girl and adept at typing and generally perceived as happy. I wonder, who could it be?
Sitting right there.
I can't tell you that, Ron. Nor Fez.
You don't have to.
I won't. And now for an exclusive Love Connection report. 2 RonFez.netters. 1 a moderator. 1 named after a day in the week. Have been having a secret affair for over 2 weeks now. That's right, Fallon and Friday. You should have bought some twist ties for this one because your secret is out of the bag. And that's today's bold gossip. And remember, we're always watching you.
Shut up, douche. There's no ending to this. He needs some kind of closing music. Not just the fade away.
It's the
Yeah, I guess.
It's hard to imagine, but this bit does need more production value.
Yeah, it is hard. Although there's some of it is really picking up now. Now, Dave, you know we have a guest in studio today.
Yes, I do.
Before she takes E-Rock out for a lovely, lovely lunch.
Yeah.
Do you feel dressed appropriately?
I did feel appropriate until I was pointed out that my right armpit is missing.
You know what you... as another thing, too, is when you put on your deodorant, put it on under the shirt, not over it. Both armpits are incredibly stained.
Yeah.
And then you've got one, put hands in the air right now.
Oh, come on.
You just got a gigantic hole there.
I know. The thing is, it's cold, and that's why I put my deodorant sometimes with my shirt on. I put my deodorant with my shirt on.
But on the outside?
No,
because it's caked on the outside.
I know. It's a messy process.
It's so caked on that one side of the shirt cracked open.
Yeah. And I just love this shirt so much. I feel like just a little hole shouldn't...
A little... it's gigantic.
I know. It's spread. It's spread.
Oh, my God.
We can see your tattoos.
Yeah, I know.
And why do you love that shirt?
I just love the color scheme, don't you? I mean, it's like black and blue pinstripe. It's awesome.
See, Happy Typing Girl, you know now that it's got to be a joke that Casey wants to go out with him. It can't be real. It can't be real. Why don't you just admit to him now, this is a bad joke?
No, it's not, but the deodorant on the outside is unbelievable.
All right, fine. I'll burn this shirt.
No.
What do you want from me to do?
You know what? I wanted the pics for the internet. I really do. I want the pics up there. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mr. B.
Yes, sir.
What have I got to do to stop this board gossip? I'll pay you.
You would have to come up with something funny because I'm telling you right now, I know you act like you hate East Side Dave, but no one turns off doing board gossip. They just love it. And every week there's a new little song. If you're telling me you don't love according to Melinda and fake message board usernames, you're lying. You are lying.
I think according to Melinda, it's still my favorite.
Here's Keith. Keith, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, buddies.
Yeah, pal.
Hey, I mean, this board gossip thing has obviously had its run. I love Eastside Dave, but...
It's just the opposite. It's getting bigger and stronger all the time. The guy's in here right now. He's got one armpit out and both caked. And his deodorant, I have no idea what it is.
Old Spice, baby. That's what we do, and it's because it smells.
Who's we? You and your pits?
Because it smells so good.
What's going on with your apartment? I know you had landlord problems. I don't even think you mentioned this. You went home the other night, and you've got no heat during the winter. And what have you were telling us you were sleeping in?
I was sleeping under 3 or 4 blankets, newspaper, and packaging peanuts.
Now, where did you get the...
My mom.
She sent you packaging peanuts to keep you warm?
No, she sent me a quilt. And for some reason, she packaged them in packaging peanuts.
Well, no one...
As if a quilt's going to break in the mail.
Yeah, we don't want that to shatter. So you put the packaging peanuts over top of you?
Yeah, on top at night. I put them in the box in the morning, and then at night I just dump them all over me.
And does it help at all to keep you warm?
I have nothing else. My chick stole my comforter.
Right.
So I only have like a few very light blankets. So it's newspapers, some Rolling Stones, some whatever's there. Some printing paper, and the packaging peanuts is always the cherry on top.
The people on Survivor are doing better than you.
Why don't you put Dustin Hoffman in the bus with you and then try to make it to Florida before he pees himself and then dies in the bus?
I feel like John Voight.
You really are living like the Midnight Cowboy, and it's pathetic and it's sad.
I know, and they fucking hate. Well, they won't turn on the heat.
Why can't you make that the new part of Board Gossip? I live like Midnight Cowboy. You just call it.
Okay.
At some point, Earl's going to grab the music, and he's going to feel like a producer. I think E-Rock's looking around for you, but I'm not sure.
No.
E-Rock, you trying it? No.
He's got nothing to do.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
Come on, relax. It's Friday.
All right, so you go home the other night, and you tell them, fix the heat.
I go home, and I tell the landlady.
Right.
Okay. Actually, what happened, Mr. B, is a couple days, I woke up in the morning. It was like 6:45, and I'm like, that's it. Fuck this. I didn't even put on anything. I just had my pajamas and went in my slippers during the snow, which was Wednesday, and said, you got to come down here and fix the heat right now. And she just yells at me, the boiler room's on. It's on. You check the boiler room. I'm like, I don't care.
What is that accent she has?
That was an attempt at this Greek-Italian heritage. It's some sort of Mediterranean thing.
It's Greek.
Okay.
You live in Astoria.
So she goes... I checked the boiler room. The heat is just fine. And I'm like, no, it's not.
It can't be Greek.
I don't have heat.
Yeah.
So she finally goes in, and she goes, oh, it is very cold. I'm like, yes. It's like 22 fucking degrees.
All right, so let's move on ahead. As you leave to go to work, she's checking your heater when she hears your bathtub is on.
Yeah.
So she goes in.
Well, look, she hears what was a drip in my bathtub, and it's become a little bit more of a problem.
How big was it?
It was like a bathtub.
It was like if you turned the bathtub on.
Yes. But
you left that on for how long?
A month.
Okay. A month now, his bathtub is on at all times.
It's her apartment.
I understand that it's her apartment.
It's her leak.
But I understand that. But at what point do you go, hey, Mrs. Galapagos,
that's a clear name.
I'm down here in the freezing cold, and I can't sleep also because my bathtub is running and it can't be turned off.
Right. Well, no, I just thought I was doing them a favor by not being a pest, not being, a complainer, a whiner, and reporting their leak. So I thought, I don't want to bother these people, so I'm just I'll let the leak go, I'll deal with the leak, but I need.
How do you fucking live with the bathtub on at all times? How does that not drive you crazy?
It did at first.
It's a water torture.
And then I sort of needed to, I kind of depended on the
what?
On the leak. I like the sound of it. It was
like if you live next to the ocean or,
it was
a stream.
It was kind of pleasant, yeah.
Get one of those soothing sounds machines.
All right, again, let me go back to this. Deb, Casey's got to be lying when she says she wants to go out with him. It's got to be a lie.
It's kind of charming.
It isn't charming.
Yes.
It isn't charming.
You have to show us what the appeal is.
All right, you're trying to tell me, let's say Cary Grant was charming.
different kind.
He would sleep and packing peanuts and leave his bathtub on for a month? That I can't imagine it.
Wait, I mean, the girl has to be attracted to something, right?
Right.
I mean, there's power. He has none of that.
No, definitely
There's
not.
wealth. There's obviously none of that.
Yeah.
Is he dashing, good-looking? No. Is he a snappy dresser? I would say no, Armpit, you're not.
Debbie?
He's funny.
Thank you.
Funny goes a long way with girls.
Funny if you're trying to be funny, that's interesting. But if you can't help but be funny, that's a whole different thing. He doesn't know it's funny to sleep in packing peanuts. He wasn't laughing.
No.
He doesn't know it's funny to leave your tub on.
No.
Until we started laughing, it didn't become funny.
Yeah.
If we don't laugh, it's pathetic.
True.
It's sad.
I mean, I did kind of weep at night under the packaging peanuts. So Ron actually has an excellent point.
With your tears freezing?
Yeah. So then what happens is she tells her fucking son, this 55-year-old jerk. By the way, she's 80. He's 55. Her son, who is her, I call her goon. That's what he does. He comes down and tries to start shit. And he goes,
what shit is he starting?
He goes to me, I'm on the phone with a special someone.
Casey?
Maybe. And he knocks on my door, real rude knocks, and goes, let me in. He goes, I told you not to fucking let things go in this apartment. There was a leak a couple months ago that you let go for a week, and it cost us money. Now you're going to pay this bill now. You're going to pay my mother $250 on her water bill because it was over this month. And $250 next month because it was going to be over there too. And I'm going to raise your rent $100. I'm like, what is with you? It's your leak. It's your apartment. And what's with the attitude and the fucking arbitrary numbers that he's just coming up with? No receipts. Nothing. Fuck you, Frank, if you're listening. In the fucking ass with a fucking bag of confetti.
He can't hear you over your tub running.
Right. Last night, by the way, Ron, last night I noticed there were 2 7-Eleven Slurpee cups in my apartment. Now, here's the thing. I haven't gone to 7-Eleven since I lived in Jersey. Where the fuck are they coming from? He is breaking into my apartment.
And having 7-Eleven Slurpee cards.
He's having beverages in my apartment. This is bullshit.
How do you know it's not you, Tyler Durden? How do you know that occasionally your personality doesn't flip and you start drinking Slurpees down there?
I think it is the guy, and he's bringing Slurpees in to try to make it even colder in there.
It's possible.
You know what? I would have loved to have been there with Dave as he takes a pen and picks up the 7-Eleven Slurpee cup. He starts to look at it. This could be a clue.
I never drink cherry.
Forget it. I'm going to inspect my garbage every single day for the rest of my life, as long as I live there. But, I mean, he's having... Well, what is he doing in my apartment? Just hanging out, having fun. There were 2 cigarette butts in a Sprite bottle. Cool. Smoking in my apartment. He tells me I can't smoke. I have to go outside.
Right.
Get 2 cigarettes in a Sprite bottle, 2 7-Eleven cups.
How long was he down there, the beverage drinker?
Thirsty.
And why the mind games?
This is great. With no Dave, I can lay down here in the packaging peanuts.
Well, now I don't need the packaging peanuts because
penis. He sleeps with a packaging penis.
Baby. Now I don't need that
Just
shit.
so you know, Happy Typing Girl, this is funny. When you do it on purpose, that's funny. When it happens to you, that's being a victim. All right, why don't you need the packaging peanuts anymore?
Because they got the heat to work, so that's good, except for the fact that now it's 109 degrees in my apartment.
I'll fix Dave. I'll burn him out of here.
No, but I mean, stop it. So I fucking get it. We're playing some little mental torture game going on here. That's funny.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just notching up the yelling and screaming. Every time I take a shower, every time I wake up, I just yell.
Your date is... What?
Why?
If they're going to screw with my heat, and whenever I go in the shower, I've said this before, it's like hot and cold water on a strobe light. It's hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And it's like, you're gonna screw with me like that, then you're going to hear my genuine reactions, which are... And I'm going to do that for as long as it takes. So every time you want to hear that, keep messing with me. Play that 72 degrees.
Frank's up there like this. Oh, well played, Mr. McDonald. Well played indeed. So, no, Mama, it's the screaming game. Now it's our turn. I'll head downstairs with some Slurpee cups later.
That son of a bitch.
What if Frank has Planty?
Oh my God!
Shit!
Frank could have
She just blew
Planty.
my brain.
Pouring blue Slurpee juice all over it.
That could totally be it. If he says you owe him like $250 for the water bill, he may be going in there, dropping off his Slurpee cups, and collecting it in computer chairs and toaster ovens.
Give me my nail scissors back, Frank. Give them back to me. They're about a quarter inch here. I hate having long nails.
All right, so what's next for you? Are you going to pay the $200?
No, I'm going to write a check, and on it will say, fuck you dollars. And you're right.
do that,
Their
'cause if
names
you shove
are like the Galapagos.
Yeah, it's not hard to guess.
And so every time I have to write the rent, I always have to look them up in the phone book.
But here's the deal. Just stop paying anything and let them throw you out. And then you go find another apartment.
I think
But just stop paying anything.
Yeah, I think I may have to do that.
Oh.
I'm certainly not going to pay the extra. And after all this, by the way, Ron, I forgot to tell you this. He's charging me also for breaking the thermostat. The thermostat that I needed to check on when there was zero heat in my apartment. This is how fucking stingy these people are. They keep a cage, a plastic cage with a lock on it and no key. There's no key in my apartment to get into the lock. They keep a cage over the thermostat.
The cage should be over you fucking animal.
And so I was like, fuck it, maybe the thermostat's broken. So I took a hammer to it and broke the cage open and tried to fix the thermostat. And Frank says, you ruined the thermostat. And that's another tab you're going to have to pick up too, Dave.
Now, where's he from? Central Casting? Yeah, you heard me. Thermostat, see? Thermostat.
That's how he talks.
What's he do for a living?
I don't know. He's just some 9 to 5 dude because that's exactly when he leaves. He comes back at 9, comes back at 5.
He's a worker.
He doesn't live there with his mother.
No, his mother is there. His mother lives on the top apartment, second floor. She's great too because when you ring the doorbell, she doesn't have the fucking common decency that most Americans do to come to the back door and answer you. She decides to go out on her balcony and play some weird power trip and yell at you from the top of her balcony. So sometimes I have the check for her a few days early. I know maybe I'm going to be going out. I won't be there in town. So I have the check for her a few days early, and I ring the doorbell. She's out in the thing. What you want? What you want now? I have your check. And she's yelling at me from the top of the balcony. Come down to the back door. Greet me like a human.
She's 80. Maybe it's not as easy for her to scramble up and down the steps.
She's always walking. I see her on the subway. We don't talk at all. We will be in the same subway car, and we won't exchange pleasantries whatsoever. And that's the way I want it to.
You're going to probably have to leave this apartment of yours.
I am going to sue the apartment and then have them as my slaves.
Okay.
How's that going to work?
I just learned something interesting. You have to have 68 degrees when you're in New York City.
A human has to live at least 68 degrees. That's true.
New York City apartments have to have that.
Right, but have you documented any of this? Can you prove any of this shit that you've said? You've never called anyone. All you've done is beat a thermostat with a hammer and turn on a bathtub. You are also going to look like a mad dog. There's no way you can prove that you've been living in the cold because you've never complained to anybody.
Then how can they prove that I'm responsible for their $250 over water bill? How can they prove that? See what I mean?
The plumber.
Oh.
The water bill.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I asked for them to turn on the heat 2 or 3 weeks ago. Right. They never did. They never fixed it. So
you live in a nightmare. You got to get out of there.
I have to, man. I have to. I'm going to see an apartment in Brooklyn on Saturday.
You're now listening to Bruno Kirby.
No, this I got
Craigslist
on my Casey Elon show.
Oh God!
Look,
I just hate the thought that she's involved.
She showed it to me. She gave me a link. It's a big deal.
Where'd she get it from?
Craigslist.
Thanks.
I don't know how to work that Craigslist. I end up looking at sofas. All
No,
the
you're
time.
going to porn. Here's Shep. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. David, you got the CW11 there in New York, Channel 11.
Yeah.
That Help Me Howard guy. He all you got to do is get online and tell him what they're doing, and he'll come out and he'll ream them big time.
Why don't you do this? Either call Help Me Howard or Pay Me Elo. There's two different places you can get involved in right now.
I actually did call the Shame on You line. Seriously, I did.
Shame.
I did, for real. But no one's gotten in touch with me from Fox.
I like shame because those guys actually wear trench coats like they're private eyes or something, not news reporters.
Yeah, well, I'm expecting them to help me, so just call me back if you're listening. I desperately need it, and there's a lot of shame at 46. I won't give it out again.
You have, though, right?
I gave out my address once.
Oh, yeah. Weren't the whackbag guys teasing you over there?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if death threat, I'm going to come over to your apartment and kill you is teasing.
Yes,
it
is.
Yeah. And, there was other situation.
All right. Grab E-Rock if he wants to go to lunch. I don't want to hold up his lunch and keep...
He has headphones on. He's not even doing anything.
You stay with us then.
That's Bill. That's Bill.
Yeah.
One of his...
Bill, just let E-Rock know anytime he wants to go to lunch. We're not holding him up. Okay? I feel bad about that. But it's not like we weren't going to steal her once we saw her in here. It's not often you run into an internet star.
Well, we saw her through the studio window. I thought it was a big TV screen
Yeah.
that we were watching her on.
Because Wiki told us the other day, if you guys want a large plasma screen, just let me know. For where? Home? No, here. Well, this does me no good. Put it at my house. I'll be ecstatic with it.
He told me that, and he goes, if you want a helmet that can control it through your mind, and tell me that, too. And I'm thinking, now you're just being sarcastic.
Earl, give me your agita pills, would you? Oh, by the way, I'm in a bad shape because of Earl. I broke my lint last night. Remember, I wasn't allowed to yell at Earl, and then during the commercial last night, I screamed at him?
Yeah.
So I fucked up my lint. I don't know how to get out of this now. Why wouldn't any of you guys hop in and help me save my lint? Not one of you yelled lint.
I actually said it to Pitts as he fled the room, and I just pretended to underline things.
I know. I hate when you underline. I hate when you have paperwork to do.
Have to underline the word the
That really
again.
pisses me off. Earl, why did you make me screw up my lint last night?
No, I don't feel. I mean, I feel awful. That I mean. It was totally deserved.
No, but the thing is, I can't fuck. Now I blew my lint, which I think means immediately go to hell.
You don't immediately.
So I'm the last one with lint, then. Oh, no, Fez
didn't really do a real one, though.
I haven't gotten a Korean foot rub since Ash Wednesday.
It's what you've done is mock the Lord. Stop it. What was yours again?
Not lie to my mother, and you also said, why don't you make it positive and do something?
Yeah.
So on Sunday, we're going out on my nickel. My mom and my dad are going to come into the city.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to Frank's Diner in Queens, and it's on my cash.
What do you for what? Why Frank's Diner out of all the places in New York?
I don't feel like traveling into the city on a Sunday.
Your parents would rather see Queens. They'd rather eat at a diner in Queens.
All right, fine. If you're listening, Bob, we'll do something. But keep it on the cheap, Manhattan, the prices.
Would you stop using this show as a telephone? Everything you want to tell people.
I hope she brings more packing peanuts.
Why don't you do this? Wait and take them out to dinner with Casey, your new gal pal.
That would be, probably.
And then canoodle in front of them.
No.
Your dad would be proud.
Yeah.
Your mom would think that you paid. Because there's no way you could get Casey. In any real world, would a guy like Dave get a girl like Casey?
I'm telling you, he's adorable. If you watch them talk to each other, I'm falling in love with them as a couple. And
I know.
Even a couple.
I know. I saw the same thing.
Not even.
I saw the same thing. You're right about that. Something's working here.
That's right.
Something's working.
I'm a good guy, Ron.
Yeah.
I think you can at least give me this. You would consider maybe a nice person? So
yeah, you definitely are. You got a lot of heart. You're all heart, kid.
All right, so that's maybe one fucking thing.
But I will also say this. I don't know nothing about what makes women happy. If this is what it is, maybe that's it. I will say this. I'm bass fishing one time in Canada. A friend of mine, we're out, and he opens up his tackle box, brings out this crazy fucking lure. Looks like it's 3 frogs pulled in together with green hair coming off of it, right? I'm laughing at him. I'm teasing him. He throws it in the water. Boom! Hits a fucking fish. Fish literally came up out of the water and fucking struck it.
Wow.
I said immediately, got any more of those lures? If it works for you, is what I'm saying. If she strikes, then keep doing it.
All right.
I don't get it. I still think it's a lie, but you're saying no, it's working. Like some madcap Hollywood movie.
It is. She's unique. He's unique. They like the same things.
That's true.
And they're
I'm just
acting like
being me.
teenagers.
But here's what we don't understand. Yes, they're each unique. All males would be attracted to her. No females up to now have been attracted to Dave.
True.
Well,
All right,
3 girlfriends.
unavailable.
3 out of 3 billion.
But they
on
were
the planet.
They were serious chicks. I mean, I think that also, people.
2 of them were made up, and one was apparently the devil. The last one.
Wow.
We found out one was Planty.
He's been unavoilable for the last couple of years. And I don't know what he was
6
like
years.
before then. Maybe
6
he
years.
wasn't as fun as he is now.
No, he broke up with his chick 2 years ago for what, 7 months?
Mm-hmm.
How many dates did you have over that 7 months?
Well, there was maybe around 0
Right.
to 1.
And then you went crawling back to her. Of course, he didn't have a radio show then.
He's more
The
confident.
radio show helps.
Oh, I was overnights at 95.9.
He did not have a radio show then. Overnights at 95.9 is not in radio.
Okay, you're right.
You're playing records.
That's true. Yeah, massive Metallica and stuff like that. I guess.
He's not a guy you're going to see across a bar and say, I got to have him.
Right.
So the way the radio show helps is it gives a girl a chance to get to know you before she gets turned off. Do you know what I mean?
I understand. That's true. All right,
That's
good
the
stuff.
good side.
And I'm going to believe in all that. And I go, oh, now he's got Stalker Patti. But I would not believe he would get Casey Elon. That's the beauty of the world.
But you're putting her on a very superficial level. I mean,
yes.
But think about it like this. Yes, she is good looking, but maybe she doesn't see just surface level, but likes more stuff.
I'm learning that.
When you have fucking films, music, baseball in common, and just whatever, Star Wars and stuff like that.
But I talk all that stuff with you, and it's idiotic. It's like
we're
talking.
men.
No, but the way you talk is crazy. I mean, we heard you describe the way you live your life. That's insane. It's crazy on every level.
I didn't say it would last.
But it's honest.
Oh, it doesn't have to last.
What? Well, she's there, you're here. That helps tremendously. If
True.
she comes up here...
Oh, good point. Long distance.
And you're going to the bathroom on bars and...
The opposite.
Yeah.
If
that continues, yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to the bathroom on bars. And that
You
was
shit on a bar. You shit on a bar.
That is just speculation and hearsay, as I must once again reiterate.
But I agree with you. I think that the best relationship is the long-distance relationship because it keeps that early new excitement level going,
I'm not sure
You
about
see her for a day here, a weekend there.
No, I've had a long-distance relationship, so I know, I was going out with an English broad. She's not made up, thank you, Ron. And we were going out in real life for 6-7 months and said, well, let's keep it long distance. Maybe we can visit each other and stuff like that. And not saying, we grew to dislike each other, but you just couldn't necessarily keep it up.
Right.
I mean, you do, you know what I'm saying. So I disagree with that.
No, I think it's a good way to start the relationship. Hopefully, I know she's been looking to move up to New York for a while.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, no.
And hopefully...
We've got to stop that.
by
And his
then-
friends.
Listen, Mr. B, please don't stop that.
All your friends should get involved in this and try to do whatever we can.
Why? Will you fucking let me be happy?
We don't trust you on your own.
I fucking have a hot sauce, bagel shoved up my ass. Give me one.
You did the bagel to yourself.
Whoever did it happened. And it was not a pleasant experience. I deserve a morsel of joy from time to time.
No, you do.
And she fucking gives it to me. That's also...
That's nice.
See?
It's really nice. Look, I'm smiling.
Yeah, it's nice.
You're happy.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's
just
nice.
say, and don't jinx it. Say it's going to last.
No, I didn't. I think that the fact that you guys will have gotten to know each other from a distance will help. By the time you're spending all your time together,
I think Casey's going to feel like she's dating the other sister. That fucking retard movie.
I don't think so. I am much taller than Giovanni Ribisi, for starters.
I wasn't talking about Giovanni. I was talking about the girl.
Oh, and don't worry
With the
about
high
laughing.
forehead.
Just have fun.
Don't worry about I'm not.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's true. Everyone's jumping the gun, I think, but two people, the DC connection. Everyone else is jumping the gun.
True. Do yourself a favor. Get as many pictures with her as you possibly can.
All right.
And that'll be the other good thing. Because, Debbie, you'll back me up on this. When a great-looking girl breaks up with you, more girls like you, correct?
100%.
Really?
Just having a good-looking girl interested in you, stock goes way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've heard from other people like, oh, Dave is cute. Oh,
Yeah.
Dave's so funny.
Yeah.
Where before they used to say, please get Dave off the show.
Oh, wow.
Now they say, keep Fez quiet. I love him to Dave. Let
don't want that.
My favorite shows are when Fez didn't come in. I'm hearing that over and over.
Who's telling you that?
I heard it from Manelli and Elo.
Oh.
Did they also say it was cute? Because that would...
Yeah, Manelli's got a crush on you. He told me he jacked to your fucking 8x10 the other day. That doesn't matter, though.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I know. The
All right,
bosses
now,
are
Friday,
allowed.
she's coming up, right?
She's coming up maybe as early as Wednesday or Thursday.
Wow, she coming by here?
I don't think so, because she has to search for apartments during the daytime. I'm going to try, though, to make it happen.
So she's honestly looking to move to the city.
Yeah, I mean, actually, to be honest with you...
To be with you?
No.
Long
And to be
before
totally honest with you, she had this trip planned to look for apartments. She needs those days to look for apartments. It honestly just happened to coincide that, oh, hey, I have Pokes tickets. Would you like to go? So it was just a fucking stroke of luck, really.
What about this? You're looking for a new apartment.
That's right.
She's looking for a new apartment.
Correct.
Roomies.
Okay, again, that goes back to the jump in the gun issue. That
Separate rooms.
You should at least help her look because you find such gems.
Well, I can't take off during the show on,
Sure you can.
Thursday and Friday.
You really do nothing for the show. We'll tape board gossip and off we go. Well. By the way, did you see this? Dave sent it to me. RonFez.net, very upset with Ron and Fez because we spend a little too much time doting on Happy Typing Girl.
Really?
Yeah, they're very jealous.
Betty Don't says that RonFez.net is...
Look how he does. Here's what he does. This is how he wants us to dump RonFez.net. If anybody writes the slightest negative thing, like anybody who says Ron is cocky or Ron's an asshole or, I'm tired of Fez whining, it gets printed up. He brings it to me and goes, "You don't need this shit anymore, Mr. Benito. Do you realize?" I swear to God, it's true. And he tries to hand it to me with my morning coffee.
Right, I'm just trying to make you aware.
Give it to me today. Look how many posts are on this one thread, too.
I'm just trying to make you cognizant of some of the things that they're saying over there.
I understand,
All
but
right.
One of these days I'm going to read that site. I really will.
And now they're talking about embracing their negativity and...
Oh...
That's when it all starts to flip.
Exactly.
They're trying to be ironic.
Welcome
with
to
themselves.
Whackbag Part 2, RonFez.net. Boy, Mikey Boy, please, jump ship. Go to FBA.
If Mikey Boy ever marries Happy Typing Girl, then we would be set, Fez.
Oh, the absolute perfect couple.
I know.
He is married, but...
Yeah, but look to who? That woman doesn't even post.
She's never online.
And those little kids, they don't use Pal Talk.
No.
I think he's in a bad situation. And he's too tied up in this American Idol right now anyway to notice what's going on around him.
He absolutely lives for it.
Yeah.
I know last night they started their new thing, Idol for Africa, or whatever they're calling it.
That's what I call Earl.
2-night charity special event.
All right, hold on. First, we've got to talk to Mikey Boy.
Won't you, big brother, big brother?
It's a Big Brother update.
Hey, Mikey, what's going on in the house right now?
Hey, guys. I actually called up because I wanted to give Dave a hard time about this constant bashing of RonFez.net. It's pretty insane. There's a core group of people that love the show and have loved the show for years and have been with the show for years, and yet Dave finds every tiny little negative thing he can find. And there's a lot of members. There's a ridiculous, it's like 20,000 registered members, so occasionally people say negative stuff. He sticks it under your nose, and I hear about it on the show, and I cringe. And then to my face, he's all nice about it and everything else. No, everything's fine. I don't get it.
Mikey, he prints it and hands it to me as I come through the door. Have you heard? And I go, what is this? And I forget, what does it even say? What's the title of it?
It says, Betty Don't. The title up is just Let's Face Facts.
Let's Face Facts.
We're the black sheep. No, Mikey, all I'm saying is back in the day, more people used to kill this kid, a kid like this. And no one does anymore. And so I want to then kill him on the air.
That's not true, though, because pretty much whenever, I mean, it's not everything. I mean, people generally the board stays out of the board wars and stuff like that. So people say stuff about other boards. We'll generally jump in and say, don't bring that crap here. Sometimes that slips through. But the stuff about the show, people get pounded when they come on. They're just stupid and they start stupid stuff without really knowing anything about the show. And you get defended.
Oh, here's the other thing that he knows that I hate, and he'll print up. If anyone takes a shot at Opie, he runs in. You believe these assholes? And I'm like, yeah, that does annoy me, Dave. But why don't you take it to Mikey and not to me? I'm not going to go ripping people in the air. It doesn't make sense.
Listen, I got to protect Ron Fez first and foremost. I also feel like I have to protect Opie and Anthony, too.
Right.
I'm a pit bull for both, all four gentlemen.
I understand.
High-class people, Mikey.
But why don't you go on like you used to? You used to go on the boards. Now you don't anymore.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Mikey. Sorry.
And I was saying we take care of. I mean, we have a self-governing body as it is. We have mods that can jump in when appropriate, but we have a body of people who like this show, who like Opie and Anthony, who like other things. Who, when they don't agree with something, they will jump on people and they will let people know. You don't bring that to anyone's attention. You just take out the little post.
I know that's true.
But these people should be banned instantly. These people should be killed. I mean, not
for having
physically,
opinions?
but killed like internet-wise. Yes. It should be glowing. It should be more glowing. Look at FBA. Look at the magic.
Well, that's true.
Look how Ron Fez Forum is operated there.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like fucking Woodstock, baby.
We're not trying to censor people, but we will let people know when we disagree with their opinions.
All right, but what about this,
Mikey? I think you are good at that. A person like Spoon, but there's 90% of the people who are there don't attack the person or go into this shit or even attack people on the show too.
Yeah, but you bring up that Joe Rock guy like he's writing a column that I should be like the show got a bad review. Yeah. I'm like, it's just some fucking guy on the internet. Stop bringing it to me. But what about this little rumor that Mikey, that you were seeing canoodling with Happy Typing Girl, and the two of you are talking about taking over the internet?
Not going to tell you where that information came from.
We need a comment, Mikey boy.
I hope my wife wasn't listening to that part of the show.
She doesn't even post.
She's always busy doing ballet. Pretending she's a dancer.
I hope not, too, because I've been finding out more and more people's girlfriends hate me.
Really? Like whose?
Well, like Pitsy's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, Pitsy's girlfriend hates you.
Dave's
Dave's girlfriend hates you. Yeah.
Who could hate the Happy Typing Girl?
Oh, my chick despises her.
Really?
No, not at all. Thinks she's adorable.
I don't think my wife hates you, but I don't think we haven't had a discussion about you, so.
Good.
She's never come up.
Right.
You know what I would like to do? One gig is we just have her come out and dance, Mikey. We'll set up like a ballet thing.
I don't know if that would go over that well.
I think that, look, if they clap for it makes me Fez. They're comfortable with irony. Or as we now call it, it makes me Fez. We thought that went so great.
I know. You know, that was the first time I had heard it from the time I performed it. Yeah. Trust me, in my head, in my ears, that at the Big Ass Bash, it sounded just like the 90s, like dead on. I mean, I know I got a little winded at the end. I didn't have quite the gas to get through it all. But other than that, I thought it was just spot on.
I would have bet on it. I was standing next to you, and I thought, this is a magic moment in the history of theater.
And then I got goosebumps when I first heard it. Yesterday, I was like...
That's why I hate any kind of recording.
Then to hear back for the first time, oh, it's Brenda Vaccaro singing this.
Mikey, I'm willing to make peace with RonFez.net. If the people just stay positive. Come on. I mean, this guy's embracing the negativity.
Should Dave be a mod over there, Mikey? Like he is on FBA?
I mean, it's possible, but it might be. I'd have to bring that up with John and Bobby, but I don't know if that's some kind of conflict of interest being a mod on two different boards.
No. Oh, wait. I got a little bit of this, too. So, speaking of John, he gets ripped in here yesterday because I forgot what you know how you guys do the listener parties and all that? Well, right. I got approached by sales at Free FM. They like to sponsor some of these, and there'll be drink specials.
Cool.
So who was in here with us yesterday?
Holy shit. Snoogans.
Oh, Snoogans.
Yeah.
How did I forget? Because I thought it was last week. So Snoogans, I say it to him, and he goes like this. Well, I better... I'll tell it to Mikey Boy. Because if I say it to just John, it goes nowhere. He doesn't do anything.
Ooh, la la.
Yeah.
See?
And that's a fact, Snoogans.
I don't know if Snoogans...
Don't go posting later. I'm lying.
Mikey is the shaker, the mover. Mikey is the sane internet.
John is more of the behind-the-scenes guy, I'll say that. And I don't think
Mikey,
Snoogans knows anything about what goes on with the board.
How strong would you say your marriage is? And are you
Very
thinking...
strong, yeah.
Yeah. So what are you thinking about? Would that be typing girl?
For now. No, I don't think so. Not for now, I think.
All right.
Should I be insulted?
Seems like it.
I'm going to work with a marriage. Make it work, you know.
All right. You know, there's all kinds. It takes all kinds to make a world.
Yeah.
You know, for me, when the kids get that old, when they start to walk around and know your name, that's when I want out.
Yeah.
Every time, that's when I need to get out.
They get really needy at that point, I guess.
Tuesday has to be picked up. Oh, I gotta go. What I'm gonna do is send you a check, and that'll be even better. All right, Mikey. Well, way to put Dave in his place.
All right.
And sorry
it's going to be the same
Sunday.
thing next week.
Yeah. Oh, what happened last night?
I said sorry about Sundance being thrown off last night.
The film festival?
Oh, no.
Not the channel.
On American Idol. I know that was one of Mikey's favorites.
I'll let you girls talk it over. What happened last night?
They got down to their final 12, and with the last spot for the guys, it was that little Indian kid, Sanjay, versus Sundance Head, one of the fat guys with the big goatee, and it was Sundance that got sent home.
I don't know how that Indian kid stays on there, because he's
little girls like him. He's like Donny Osmond for the New Age. It's a New Age Donny Osmond. That's how I'd be selling him.
With that kid with the long hair?
Yeah.
Oh, he's terrible.
Yeah, but you know, like if you were an 8-year-old girl or something, you would think that he was cute.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then that one chick who's a good singer got sent home.
Yeah,
Sabrina.
Yeah, the teenage witch.
I thought the two white girls that couldn't sing were going to go home, but...
no, white girls stay a little longer. No, and the girl from Jersey got sent home, the internet whore?
Donatella.
Yeah.
Antonella, I think.
Antonella.
Donatella's Versace.
Oh, that's right. Antonella Barba is gone home, too.
She's right around my neighborhood.
Yeah, she's adorable, too.
Antonella. She went to RBC. I went to CBA, but the CBA guys used to go out with the RBC girls.
Right,
So.
except for you're 18 years older than all of them.
Right. I'm not saying do it now.
Right now, you're down there, you'd look like Aqualung. All right, Mikey, so that's it. What are you saying, too, about American Idol, Fez?
They're going to do this big poverty campaign.
For or against?
I think against.
All right. So I can't get behind it.
Against poverty.
Touche, American Idol. We'll see who wins.
So trying to help fight poverty in Africa and poverty-stricken areas of this country.
Right.
America. So that's like a special two-night towards the end of April.
Two-night?
Two-night.
All right, I'll have to watch. Friday nights?
2 nights.
Do I have to watch those, too? I mean, they don't really have to...
You got to watch everything, Mikey. You're our American Idol guy.
All right. Okay.
Now, is this hack for you, Fezzy, or is it a nice thing they're doing?
You know, I think it's a nice thing they're doing. I got caught up in the footage of Simon and Ryan in Africa, hanging out with little kids and the smiling faces.
See, that bugs me. You want to help Africa, great. Why do you got to go over there and get your picture taken as little kids like to kick a soccer ball with you? You don't need to go over there. Send some money.
Right.
And why do you need to put it on TV? You already got the money. You're American Idol. You've made more money than any other show. Don't wait a couple months and try to raise money. Write a fucking check. This is their only way of getting Bono on the show, though, so you can't blame them there.
And it's the night where they'll be down to 6 finalists, and the theme will be inspirational songs.
I will say this. Bono, God bless him, would suck a cock for those African people. He really would. He would do anything. But you notice this, Earl? Where's Denzel? Where's fucking P. Diddy? Where are black people caring about Africa?
Black people doing plenty for Africa. Oprah built a school in South Africa.
I give Oprah credit, but give me one black guy.
One black guy? I think Diddy was part of the Red Campaign.
I'm not talking about the Red Campaign. I'm talking about what Bono did. Let me tell you something. I grew up in an Irish neighborhood. We sent so many guns to Belfast during the 70s that we kept that place in blood for years and years.
And what's his name? Jay-Z. He showed him what he got. He gave some money to Africa, too.
You should be fucking embarrassed to even
That's
say
the
that.
name of...
You even know how many people died over there in Africa and you seem to be doing jokes?
I'm not doing
I can't
jokes.
imagine.
No.
All right, Mikey boy. I appreciate it, pal.
All right, see you guys.
All right, talk to you later. There he goes. There's Mikey boy.
Won't you be brother? Be brother.
It's a Big Brother update.
Polo's Life is a movie.
Polo, you like the movie? How are
From
you?
the legendary Ron and Fez studios in a predominantly white neighborhood, Ron and Fez presents Showtime with the Polo.
Sarah, try to make it nice. Hey, Polo, your life's a movie.
Polo, you like the movie? How are you?
Good.
Polo, your life is a movie.
Hello, how are you, Fez? Your life's a movie as well.
Waving to her, he is. What can we do for you, Paul?
It's just basically trying to touch base. I know the big movie this week is 300. I know a lot of people are anxious to see that. And, of course, I'm also supposed to talk about Gap and how I can pull it all together.
No, we're not interested in Gap anymore. We are having Are we having a meeting with Wiki today?
No, he had to take a train back. I'm going to touch base with him this afternoon.
Unbelievable. So I guess we're not doing the movie with you, Paul.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so what else you got? How's everything working out with your gal?
Well,
with both your girls?
I'm at the most vulnerable, fragile point in my life right now. I mean, that's all I could tell you is I'm obviously putting together the movie. It should be done in the next couple of weeks, and then I've got to, decide how we're going to do a distribution, and I have to decide on what I'm doing with Gail. As you know, I wanted to have a nice, calm conversation today with no Gail. That's
right.
all. And just so we could talk about it.
Because it seems like you guys are not getting along. The breakup is not going as well as we hoped.
Well, no, because obviously she's very dependent on me, and I'm trying as best as I can to do the right thing by everybody. I mean, Mel is a tremendous person, and
All right, how's your girlfriend, Melly?
She's very. I mean, I took her out of the situation completely, so that there is no involvement anymore.
Where is she?
She's out of the situation. She's not physically here right now.
All right, she left Florida.
Right, until we can resolve this problem.
Uh-oh.
At first it sounded like she's in a shallow wooded area, but she's taken off, huh?
Oh, this is a problem.
There's lots of problems. I mean, my whole financial situation that Gail has basically caused has been tremendous. And so I'm basically teetering.
All right, so you're going bankrupt, right?
Yeah.
Your wife is crazy.
Right.
Your girlfriend left the state.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a movie that, as you edit it, it looks just horrible.
No, the movie's great. I mean, that's the one thing that's great. I mean, the movie's actually fantastic. That's the one thing that never was a problem. The filming of the movie itself always went well, and
no, that's not hearing from one of the producers. Told us that was a nightmare, that you had a microphone on a stick, and that you made Dave choke himself as he held onto a camera, and you say that's the opening scene.
Trust me, there's a lot of great footage, and it all comes together. And actually, the Dave scene, even though it was filmed filmed well actually by the cameraman. We're going to make some compensation for that.
It's a disaster film, and it's not even about a disaster.
The film is great. I mean, there's no question in my mind that this could be a great
I'm
film.
worried your creditors are going to get their hands on this film.
No, the creditors are not going to get hands on the film because I'll just pass it along to Bruno Kirby, and then I'll just get swallowed by the earth. That's not a problem. I mean,
okay, good.
Nobody cares about me. I understand that my life sucks. And
hey,
that,
Paul,
and that nobody.
If we didn't care about you, would everybody have signed you when you're at the Big Ass Bash?
I understand.
That was signatures of love.
I understand. And believe me, there's a lot of people who are very supportive of me, and there's a lot of people who don't understand because, I used to be Mr. Silly, fun guy.
I remember those days. Those were great times.
Just being silly and stupid. And now I obviously have this heavy weight on me right now, and I'm not so sure people are concerned, whether I live or die. Yeah, so, but the film is great. Earl was talking to me today, but he wants us to get a 35mm print, which is very expensive, so I have to discuss maybe getting a distributor.
Now, Earl, where did this come from?
This, I really don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you talk to Paulo today?
I emailed him last night.
Did you tell him to get a 35mm print?
No, I just wanted to know what the formats, the various formats were.
We're discussing the various
It's the same format as anybody who shoots. It's VH, for whatever that fucking stuff is.
Well,
From the 70s. That's what he shot on, old video.
We've discussed various ways of projecting the film and releasing.
Can I come up with something? And it hasn't been done in a lot of years?
Yes.
You put this film out by Nickelodeon, where the people actually have to put their eyes up and sit there and crank the pictures as they go by.
It's not the worst idea.
E-Rock, you can take her whenever you need her. I see him walking around in his coat. I feel terrible. Whenever you need her. All right, whenever you need her.
He doesn't want
Okay. Lovely young man. Just charming. For real charming, not to fake Dave.
Oh, come on.
Not to fake Dave.
Don't ruin the buzz.
Paulo.
Yes, sir.
Have you thought about a follow-up now?
The follow-up is no problem. Obviously, the main problem with the follow-up is the director and writer and star's survival. If he survives, there's no problem with a follow-up.
Are you going to sell out and do Gap 2?
I have about 20 various films in my head right now ready to be
Could I pitch
shot.
you one idea?
By all means.
Stalker Patti story. Say hi, Patti.
Hi.
Yeah.
I think Bruno Kirby wants to work with her very badly.
I know.
Actually.
Patty, have you ever thought about doing a biopic? They're very big these days.
I'm not sure what's a biopic?
It would be a biography about your life. Only this time you will star as yourself, much like Joan Rivers did in her story, Muhammad Ali did in his story. I can't think of anyone else who's ever done it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anyone who's.
Oh, Paul Bunyan. That's the only other person.
It would be different.
Yeah. Would you be thinking about doing this?
It would be fun.
What's going on with your radio show, My Generation?
I don't know. You see, every Saturday it's like somebody else or Rich. I guess it's, I don't know. I don't know what's up.
Who were you supposed to go through?
I already sent in my syllabus, but I changed my mind on a few of those things, especially
what happened with the
after
syllabus?
it got butchered in the studio.
Sure.
So I decided to do just if I ever get a chance to do something like that, but to do something like a music show with my favorite stuff, talk about it. I know a little trivia, like the most number of weeks in the number 2 spot that for any single that didn't go to number 1.
All right, hold on. Let me see if me and Earl can guess this. Most number 2 weeks. Now, Earl, don't look it up. Don't cheat. Now, it's got to be something that followed a gigantic hit song that stayed there a long time, right? So you got to think
There was one in 1978 that was in.
All right, now 78 for an album.
6 weeks.
I know 78 for an album probably would have been The Stranger around that time.
Now this is a single that was released, and it was in the top 40, but it stayed in the number 2 spot for like 5.5, 6 weeks.
All right, so you got to figure 78. It was following a Bee Gees hit. A Bee Gees hit hung around at number 1, correct?
I think so. Around that time, I was.
So something that came out the same time that Saturday Night Fever did, and could not crack over the big Saturday Night Fever hit.
It was a very eclectic artist. He looked a lot like John Lennon at the time, the same hairstyle and glasses, and there was a saxophone in the song, too, that really made the song.
Was that that whole Baker Street gimmick?
That's it.
Thank you very much. Give me a prize.
Yeah.
Very nice.
One of my favorite songs of all time.
This is why I'm going to love listening to My Generation.
This is some of the stuff we'll get to hear on it, huh, Patti?
I gotta wait until they let me, because there's other people ahead of me.
Why? Who was in charge here? I know Anthony wanted you on this in a big, big way, and so did I.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Everybody that I've been listening to has had radio experience.
They're all
has
shit.
Been an intern like Francine or knows...
Awful.
You know, and I don't know. I don't want to criticize anybody. I don't want to... the only one I didn't like was Dee Dee's, and I don't want to criticize her because she's had millions of years of experience and probably knows more about radio than the whole world.
They're all terrible except for you.
Can I tell you, you have something, Patti? You have personality.
And she walks with what? What does she walk with?
I don't know that song.
Personality.
And what she talks with?
Personality.
This is what you ought to open with. Seriously.
Personality?
Uh-huh.
Paul O's just trying to get her on the casting couch right now, you can tell.
Thinking about that.
He has a casting carp.
Oh, TC, or whatever his name is, contacted me by email. He wants to do a fake interview with me or something.
Ooh, Bruno Kirby, right?
Yeah.
Now, he's sexually interested in you.
Yeah, he says that he had been ill, so hasn't been able to get out much.
Mentally
ill.
But
he's got my number and everything. I emailed it to him.
So this is the follow-up project, Polo.
It is possibly a follow-up project that he seems very interested in, so...
And it's going to be porn?
I don't think so.
We actually,
I don't do that.
One of the things that we do have, that he does want to do this week, is get some strippers and have them killed so we can photograph it. Because it's good for the foreign markets.
I'm starting to worry now with all the reshoots that this can't be done.
It's just that you can get so much money from the foreign markets if you have enough tits and all that stuff in there. That's what he keeps saying. So I say, okay, whatever. We can insert some of that.
So he honestly thinks you guys are going to make a profit off this film.
Yeah.
Where the opening shot is Eastside Dave strangling himself as he holds the camera.
Can I tell you something about this opening shot, okay? I mean, about Eastside Dave's opening shot. Now, admittedly, I was at a restaurant a few miles away and directing him from that. But, I really... I gotta say, his commitment to the scene was tremendous. I mean...
Why don't you do it for us right here in studio?
Very De Niro.
Show us what you did. Show us what you did while we watched.
Don't remember it because it was more of an improv in the moment thing. But it was more like...
Did you have any speaking parts at all?
Yeah, I was speaking.
You start to do it. Just improv for us now the same way.
Stop choking me, man! I don't know where it is! Look, man. I know you're choking me a lot, but I don't know where it is.
The fact that you're choking yourself.
He wasn't choking himself.
Make something up.
Okay.
Lie a little.
I know where it is.
Wait a minute, you shot yourself?
No, I did that to myself.
With a fake gun?
Yeah, so I'm hoping you're going to fix that in post, Paul.
I'd be making something up and saying, well, it's over there.
Why don't you do this to stop choking yourself, since you're doing it? I'll just go, wait, I'll save me and pull my hand back off.
I thought he was supposed to simulate somebody else choking him, like somebody else, like a Dr. Hitchcock type thing.
Backseat director.
Choking the chicken, huh?
He wasn't choking himself. What actually happens is He's screaming in a disorientated fashion, and frankly, the biggest problem with the scene is not him, but that the cameraman didn't modulate the sound properly.
Oh.
So, but I mean, that's not a big problem because
we can fix it. We'll just have somebody overdub. Stop choking me, bud. Stop choking me.
But Paul said I was, quite a presence on screen, right?
Well, that's
I really believe that.
high praise indeed. From a man with a crazy wife who's got nowhere to live. He's looking the way you live right now is cribs.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, it was good. It was a good presence he gave to the film, and it'd be a great opening. But I mean, we're gonna do a lot of jump cuts with it, and he wasn't choking himself. He was screaming hysterically and blubbering and crying and just giving
He's a fantastic actor. We all know that now.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad you understand the situation. That's how I feel about it. So that's, I mean, no question, he's great.
All right, now what is the thing that Bruno Kirby wants to do?
He says that one of his representatives is going to sell it to the foreign markets, and
what do you want to do with Patti?
They have to have tits and ass, and they have to have some nudity.
Patti, you're going to be nude in this thing?
I don't think so. He didn't say that.
No, we were gonna do that. We were gonna do that with some strippers, but this is because he just wants. I actually have some nudity in the film already, but I think you have to have a certain amount. I mean, I don't know what the thing is, but and it works. Actually, it would work fine in the early parts of the film. So I that's not a problem at all. I mean, we're all set on that. I'm going to have the edit done in a few weeks, no problem. And then if I could get the Weinstein's phone number, that would help because this is kind of
we got their phone number.
This is kind of an art film, and I think they're the best people to handle this kind of thing.
Well, we had this thing lined up. I thought we were talking with Wiki today, but Earl now tells me we don't. We've got the theater, I think, in budget right across the street. The directors, is Wiki interested in doing this?
Yeah, he's all for it.
He knows the money?
Yeah.
And everything's a go.
We need a movie, Paulo.
So we got there's 500 seats in there. There's a place to set up for reception. They're going to let us do red carpet out front, right?
Yeah, I mean, red carpet, Klieg lights, the whole shoot.
Oh, there's Wiki right there.
Hey, Wiki.
Wiki, how are you, pal?
Hey, what's up, boys?
We heard you already left. We got Paulo on right now. We're trying to get exclusive rights to the Paulo premiere, and yet Paulo he's playing a little cat and mouse game with us.
Is it ready yet?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to play a cat and mouse game. This is the issue. The edit is not having it done in a couple of weeks. Then the issue is money. How much do we spend to get a 35 millimeter print is expensive. I mean, $15,000 or whatever. And then I really should hook up with a distributor and set up an actual distribution setup with,
Should we find another movie then, Paulo, to do as our premiere?
That's not the issue. I mean, the issue is we've been discussing Gap forever. I think it's fine. I could just use a little help from the right distributor could probably fix every single problem right away, and that's what we're going to be working on the next couple of weeks, along with the edit. That's all.
So, should we pull out of this?
Sir, I'm so glad that you took interest in the first part. I have absolutely no control of what happens other than what I have to do. I have to go and do my freaking edit, and that's all I can do, and try to survive the next few months and try and figure out my life with Gail and whether I should...
Why don't we do this instead, Wiki? Why don't we just grab an old Three Stooges thing, say that's Paulo's movie, and we just show that.
I like that.
And then if anybody's upset, we give them free popcorn.
How's that sound, Curly?
You know I'm at my lowest point, Ron, and why are you torturing me like
Paul, let me ask you this. Is your biggest problem that the Jews run Hollywood? Is that what this is all about?
If I could get Mel Gibson on my side, I wouldn't care.
Oh,
if he could... You see, I mean, if he would help me out right now, he's got his own little Icon production company. I'll go with him and screw the Jews. I don't care. But if the Jews help me, I'll love it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I know Jews run Hollywood. I love them. They're great. I mean, I love all people. That's my thing.
Jews
I love great.
All right, Wiki, do we want to do this premiere? That's our problem.
It's not going to be done in time.
Yeah.
We wanted to do this the 1st of April, right?
Yeah, we want to do it quickly. And we were told we could have this film before then.
Oh yeah, this film was due to us right after the first of the year.
Get Bruno Kirby on the other line, Earl. I don't know why you will not keep talking with Bruno Kirby.
No, I have been talking with Bruno. I've been emailing him back and forth.
We had talked about June.
April 1 is when we're ready to do this.
But but Earl had talked about June.
What are you talking about June for, Earl?
I thought it was Jews.
No, well, you were telling me.
Stop with the Jew stuff, really. It's driving me crazy.
Well,
I love them.
Well, he told me that he would have I said, can you have a print ready by the end of March?
Yeah.
And he said,
well, I said an edit. I'd have an edit ready, and then we could actually do where we could use a video broadcast system in the theater, and probably within a reasonable amount of time, maybe by the end of sometime in April, the beginning of May. But we had kind of talked June as being a good time.
Who would bring up June? Have you talked June, Wiki? No, I never talked June.
We said April. The day after the Hard Rock Bash, I did see Earl briefly, and that was kind of what we talked about. But and that's not written in stone. Nothing's written in stone.
No,
if it's written in stone, that's going to be too difficult to bring that here.
That's the Ten Commandments. I swear to God, I'll do whatever physically I'm capable with my last.
Who's the big holdup here, Earl?
No,
you're the middle guy, right, Earl?
Yes. No. When I said to him, I was like, the longer this thing drags out, and I said the one thing.
Where are you coming up with a June date?
No,
Earl?
I said, hey, the longer you drag this thing out.
Yeah.
The one place that we were looking at, I said, if you don't have this thing by April, the next available date will be June.
No, forget that.
That's when I mentioned
Wiki, you want to do a big theater, right?
Yes, I don't want to do something small.
And you're like right across the street. It's a very famous theater.
Earl said it's a great place.
Yeah. Earl, you've even got pictures of this place?
Yeah, I took some shots of it. Look, it's an amazing theater.
Right now, Wiki's willing to put up more money than what the film costs them to do. He's willing to spend on the premiere. That should seem like a positive thing, right, Fez?
I love it.
That's a totally good thing, and we have a very cooperative theater that wants the whole experience of the red carpet and the floodlights outside, all of it.
They want that, Earl?
Yeah, they said we can pretty much do it up like a actual premiere, like any Marty Scorsese has screenings there and he does it up. They'll do the same thing for us.
It's the Directors Guild, the premier theater and one of the premier theaters in the country. There's no question about that.
Well, why are you being negative about it?
I'm not being negative. It may take every ounce of blood, but I'll do it for you, sir.
All right, hold on. We got Bruno Kirby, one of the producers. Bruno.
Yes, how are you, Ronnie?
We got everybody here for the meeting, Bruno.
I know.
Don Wiki Wicklin is willing to put up thousands and thousands of XM's dollars so we can get a date down here, do this big premiere. Earl seems to be pushing this back, and so does Paul. What do we have to get you guys to do to get on board with this?
I'll tell you, we've got a couple of scenes that have to be shot, and I'm going to get them done this week.
But do they really need to be done for the premiere? Can't that be fixed after? Because I think the booing should start so early into this that I don't think anything should really matter from that point on.
You probably won't need sound.
Yeah,
because who's going to hear it?
I think the booing is going to start early anyway, but I think these scenes need to be shot just to kind of tie it together. But anyway, we'll see. I'm going to do some shooting this week. Patti is not going to be naked, I promise you, Patti.
Is Patti going to be in the movie?
I want to do a real quick thing with Patti, just kind of, a couple of people that are fans of the different shows I want to just have in, just, because, they've been loyal to Paul, and I figured it would be fun just to have him in, even if it's for when the movie's over, when the credits are running. That could always be put in for the DVD after, but I'd rather have it in.
Oh, my God, they live in a fantasy world. Yeah.
No.
All right, who else is going to be in there? Because I know No Filter Paul is the big star, right?
He's the big star.
I hate foreign films.
Photoshop Mikey's in it. He's great. And Mikey D is hooking me up with a couple of girls from one of his clubs to do a couple of...
who else are we going to know, though, as we watch this film?
I would prefer just let's leave it as mystery for now. You know that No Filter Paul's in there and Photoshop Mike is in there. That's all you need to know. Okay?
The mystery is going to be, is can we keep Wiki excited about this, or are we going to lose XM's involvement?
Well, was it April 1st that they're talking about, or are they talking April 15th, or, because
Wiki would like to do this in April.
We could.
But here's what I really think we need to do, Don. We got to take Earl out of this and keep it you and Bruno Kirby from this point on. I don't want Wiki talking with Paul because that will drive him crazy.
Right.
Bruno Kirby, I think, can sit and talk about this. Now, Bruno, you understand that this is a gigantic amount of hype for your film, right?
Yeah. Now, look, let me clarify one thing. The matter of the 35mm print's been battered around a few times on the show.
No one understands that. That's not from us.
It's not necessary. Earl, I guess, assumed it was going to be on 35mm, so he emailed me asking when it was going to be ready. I let him know that we're projecting on Mini DV, and the Directors Guild Theater can handle that. So that issue's been resolved. And in fact, if I could get over to the Directors Guild, I have some of the sample footage. I'd like to just run it for a minute just to see how it projects on the screen.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
That's a huge step forward.
So,
Patty, did you know you're going to be in this movie?
No, I just recently found out.
Now, the other thing is, Wiki, when is My Generation coming on? Who on the O&A side are dragging their heels about this?
Weeks have gone by.
Weeks have gone by, and we're talking My Generation. That's Stalker Patty's brand new show.
Well, no, it's just a little goof thing they're doing on Saturday nights with different friends of the show.
Why are you playing it down, Patty? This thing is fantastic.
Yeah.
She's ready to razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, but I just like, let them contact me, whenever, it's just that other people are.
I will definitely have Steve talk to you and see if we can't book you a weekend.
Perfect.
How about that?
That's perfect.
Are you going to bring friends, or is it just going to be you?
There's no one left from her generation.
Oh, well.
It's the last of my generation.
The greatest generation.
It's just like what everybody else is doing, like different,
right.
I thought it was excellent. Some of the comedians have done and stuff.
Right.
It was a lot of fun listening to this.
Do you
Sam
work blue?
and Dan and stuff.
Do you work blue, Patty?
What?
Do you work blue?
What's blue?
Do you curse at all?
I'm not a cursor.
I mean, in extreme. But is there any way we can call this my fucking generation? Yeah.
You know what? We'll definitely see if we can't make that happen for you. I think it'll be an interesting show on a Saturday night. Yep.
Look at
Really?
Wiki's making dreams come true here.
I know things that Wiki walks in the room and things start happening.
I know. Earl, where are you on this? Are you taking yourself out of it?
I don't want to take myself out of it. I've been part of this process for quite a long time.
And that's why it's been taking so long. My Generation?
Yes.
This is some of the tapes we're listening to?
Yeah, we have to talk.
Yeah.
Is this a sample of Patti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't wait. All right, so that sounds good.
Oh, that's a funny one.
All right, so Bruno.
Yes.
When we're done here, Earl is going to give your number to Wiki, okay?
Okay. Earl had said last night he was going to call me after the show, but either way, that's fine.
All right, he's going to call you after the show, too.
Okay, cool.
All right?
Yeah,
but we got to start and get you guys going here, or we're going to lose XM.
Okay, we're on it. Earl's been working very hard, though, by the way. So
that has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you right now, we're going to lose XM. Right. Wiki is going to move on to the next project, and then we can't pull him back to this.
Okay, you got it. All
right?
We'll get on it. All right, so I'll talk to Earl after the show, and I got to run. I got work to do.
Who cares about your life? I'm trying to give you fucking money. I'm trying to give you a fucking premiere.
I will guarantee you an Oscar by next
God. You know what? We're going to move on. It can't be done.
Is he still with the project, Polo?
Who? Me?
I've never seen a situation where you go, we're trying to promote something for you. We've got a major corporation that's going to write a check. This is more hype than any independent film ever fucking gets. And they can't get it through their head.
And it's all feet dragging.
Yeah.
I've not seen.
And he's got the balls to say, we need to shoot Stalker Patti before we can go on. The only thing that can make this film work is that if I shoot a scene with Stalker Patti.
It's just Bruno Kirby trying to get in Patty's pants.
Truthfully,
don't let him,
Patty.
Patti.
To start talking to her about a future project more than this project, actually. But he might
Patti,
want
don't give him the milk without buying the cow. You know what that means?
I think so.
What does it mean?
I guess don't. I don't know.
It means she's going to end up like. She's going to.
All right, explain.
I'll have fun with it.
All right. Why don't you just give us a quick break from My Generation? Talk up a record here. What record would you like to play? Or I'll get it on with you. Just see what it sounds like.
Well, I was going to do some of my favorite music of all time, and one of them is Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty, one of the best songs of all time.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
And you're listening to... My Generation.
Say the name of your show and...
You see, I can't hear anything out of these.
Well, it's playing. It's all happening.
Okay, we're going to be listening to one of my favorite songs of all time, from
My Fucking Generation.
All right, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning.
I'm so scared.
All right, let her talk it up. All right, ready? Yeah, here we go. I liked it.
Okay, now, this is one of the number 2 spots that have spent the most number of weeks in that position in the 1970s. This song came out in 78. It never really made it to number 1, but it's one of my favorite songs of all time. Enjoy.
What's the name of it?
Baker Street.
All right, you got to also do your name, the name of the show, Baker Street.
Jerry Rafferty.
All right, we're going to start from the beginning. Now remember, that's good. That's good.
You can't.
Here's what you need to sell. You need to sell the station. The name of the song. I like the background stuff. You, and of course, give out any other information, and then boom, end the song. Okay. Sounded good though. Sounded nice. It's going to be take 3. My Generation.
Okay, we are moving on to one of my top favorite songs of all time. It spent 5.5 weeks in the number 2 position in 1978, but never went to number 1, which I don't understand why. Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty. Go.
All right. We still got to know who you are, the name of the show. We need to know the station and everything. Let's go with another song. What's another song you wanted to do? Or is it going to be all
standing outside a broken phone booth trying to get a message to you.
All right.
I don't remember the name of the band, but it's one of my second favorite songs of the...
Boys, I hate to break up this party, but I got to go back to headquarters. So.
We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, thanks.
All right, but let me just say this. You're a fool if you don't get this show on.
Yeah, you are.
Immediately.
You know what?
What was I thinking?
This imposed premiere exactly the things that'll finally pull you down.
God. Put a gun in my mouth. See you later.
See you later, pal.
All right, you ready with Stalker Patty's next track?
Patty, what was the name of the song again?
It's a long title. It's standing outside a broken phone booth trying to get a message to you.
When did this come out? During your generation?
No, it came out late 90s, early 2000s.
Here's the problem. Your generation is what? The late 90s? Your boy band?
No, but the song goes like
your generation
down
is
harder now.
But the meaning of your title, My Generation, it's anything that's happened during your lifetime. That's the
well, I guess
point.
Basically, I was going to
the best of the last 50 years.
It doesn't specifically have to be within my generation.
Then why the title of the?
I'm probably on my 3rd generation now.
I know, honey. Have you found it?
No, that's not the right title.
All right, it may be just a song you've heard in your head. All right, give us another
song. The lyrics go, I bend down harder now.
Oh!
That one.
All right, what other songs do you know that you would want to play during My Generation?
Oh, God, a lot of the Beatles I love.
Okay.
Like, Off the White Album, if I could think of the name of the track.
Right. Just the song or anything in it.
Yeah, So Tired, I like.
All right, So Tired, all right, So Tired. Now, you are going to play this. This is part of your generation.
Yeah,
so remember,
the Beatles, Off the White Album.
Right, handle this as if you're on the air right now. Talk up the record.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, wait for it.
I'm so...
she doesn't have anything leading up. She needs something with like a little intro there.
Okay.
How about Blackbird?
Nice lead up right there.
Yeah. All right, Blackbird.
Track right before I'm so tired.
Yeah. Now, you might be producing this. I like the way you're thinking on your feet, Dave.
You'll be coming in on Saturdays.
Well, the Beatles have been one of my favorite bands of all time.
We haven't started yet. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
I got a question for Stalker Patti. I was wondering if, Patti, did your dad used to give you chicken livers?
Yeah, my dad used to give me chicken livers.
To like liver when I was under a year old. When I was a young baby.
My dad used to give me chicken livers.
You used to eat liver when you were a baby?
Yeah, they used to feed it to me wherever I was at the time, and I loved it.
Where were you? When you were a foundling?
Yeah, in one of the foster homes, they fed me liver, and I loved eggs, too, I was told as a baby.
They used to feed you through a little eyedropper while you sat in the desk waiting for them to come back?
No, I was old enough to sit up in a high chair.
These would be great stories for my generation because you need to tell people a little bit about yourself, some of the things that you've done. What about you starting to call this thing Foundling Rock? And it's basically you're playing people that were abandoned as children.
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
There you
was a
go.
foundling. Yeah. So you, John Lennon, who else?
Oh, my God.
Little Orphan Annie. Did something on by her.
Yeah, but she didn't record anything.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Nice.
That's from the play.
Oh, yeah. Good, Patti. All right, let's go. It's Blackbird.
Okay, one of my favorite bands of all time is this band.
That wasn't
the Blackbirds.
That really wasn't the what we were looking for.
All right, Dear Prudence, something off the White. Dear Prudence has a great, nice build-up off the White Album. Your cup of tea, right there.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Dear Prudence.
Okay.
Hold on, let's wait. It was very slow.
No. Laugh at this
no. You know what? We're going to record this show, and then. Why don't we do that, Earl? Why don't you record the show for one time, and then we just walk in and hand it to O&A and say, look, she's done. And then just say this. And I want you to look right in OP's face, Earl, and say this. We're giving you first shot at this. But if not, Ron and Fez are going to send this out around the country. Don't fucking miss. Don't miss a speeding bullet train. You know, play a little hardball with those boys. All right, here we go. Dear Prudence.
Well, this is another one of my favorite songs written for George Harrison's wife's sister, Jenny Boyd, when she was staying with them in India with the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. And they wrote this song for her. Prudence.
Oh! Whoa! Outstanding!
Nice. You fucking hit that one.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Really? It was good?
I like the part about the Maharishi Yogi. And I didn't know all those facts.
I didn't know any of that. That was very smooth, Patti. And then on the other side, you can tell one of your generational stories. How your generation really liked eggs.
Earl, do you want to executive produce this thing?
Sure, I would love to.
Full-time? Full-time, please?
Not full-time.
Now, you pretend that you sleep in here overnight, so you have overnights open, and you always come in and hang on the weekends, right? Before you go out.
Not always. I'll come in to drop.
Always.
You do. Every time anyone shows up here,
Hey, can
you're
I ask
here.
a question?
Yeah.
Why would you go to work on your day off?
Bada boom, ba.
Throw that out as one of your topics.
Easter.
Drop the N-bomb.
Work on my day off. He's an idiot.
Look, Earl's fucking furious. Earl's glaring back.
Sorry. No, my day off. It's the day off.
It's fun for the host to mock the producer.
You're on the Patti Morning Zoo.
All right, can we listen to that back, too? I really liked it, Earl. Can we go back? Is it possible to go back and listen to what she did there?
At the moment, no.
How long would it take?
We would actually have to take a break because we're recording the segment as we speak.
I see. Well, I like what she's doing. You like the idea of already recording that and then handing O&A the hour? And why wouldn't they do it then?
That's got to move you up to the front of the line.
It's got to. And if not, then we take this project back and we start to shop it around town. And let me tell you something. If Q104 puts any trunk on, believe me, they're going to put on My Generation.
Trunk ought to feel a little nervous about this.
I think he's very good. He interviews all these cool celebrities and everything.
Hey, that's going to be you soon.
Me?
You'll be talking with
Oh, okay.
Patti Boyd's sister before you know it. Now, what was that story? Because I never knew this story.
Patti Boyd had a sister named Jenny.
Uh-huh.
And she always used to stay a recluse all the time, never went out. Yeah, and when she was in India, she stayed in her room, just meditating. So they wrote a song for her.
Wow, did you know this?
I didn't know any of this.
Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? Greet the sunny day, because she just wanted to stay shut in all the time.
Right.
Oh, you sang too. I know I never would have known this without listening to My Generation.
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, guys. Yeah, I'd like to take issue with Patti. I believe that song was written for Mia Farrow's sister, Prudence, not George Harrison's wife's sister.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It was
geez.
Prudence Farrow.
Oh. Do I get into the Stalker Patti prize closet?
Yeah, go ahead in there, would you?
I'm
Go ahead, Randy.
sorry.
No, it's better now. We know.
Yeah, I always get my names mixed up with places. I guess that's age. I don't know.
No, don't worry about it. I have the same problems. I get facts mixed up all the time, but luckily for me, I got Ron Diaz here to watch me.
I'm Fez.
Oh.
Fez Watley.
Oh, yeah. I thought back to better days. Hey, Paulo. Paulo.
Yes, sir.
All right, it looks like we've moved into the Patti thing. I didn't like Bruno Kirby's attitude today, so I think we're pulling out on the movie.
I understand, hit me when I'm at my lowest. I understand.
No. This has nothing to... I don't want to have anything to do with our friendship.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I understand. So, but in any case, we really are just at the point where we're going to get it all together. And
where's Melly right now?
She's away from this madness.
Do you still talk with her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I don't have to worry about that, right?
No, she's a tremendous person. Everybody loves her. I mean, she had a rough night at the big party because she was nervous and
grabbing everybody's crotches.
A little bit stressed out with the too many gin and tonics, but otherwise she's just everybody.
You don't worry about her and Bruno Kirby from the stories?
No, I mean they've always been good friends, and believe me, I'm not concerned about what people do when they're crazy drunk. That's
the way to be. You're the last hippie. Martin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Just wanted to volunteer my services to the Gap premiere. I'm a set designer, and I would help organize the red carpet and all that other stuff of there.
Oh, I love that. You want Martin on board, Earl?
Yeah, it'd be great.
All right.
Cool.
Hold on, brother. Give this... All right. I'll give that...
Well, we're going to have a roped-off VIP area.
Oh, definitely, yeah. For me and Stalker Patti and No Filter Paul. Places that we can get away from the crowd. All right, hold on. We got this. Take a listen back. This is you talking up the record earlier, Patti.
Well, this is another one of my favorite songs written for George Harrison's wife's sister, Jenny Boyd, when she was staying with them in India with the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. And they wrote this song for her. Prudence.
Oh! Whoa! That's very nice. Very, very nice. Now, Earl, do you want this, or do we give it to one of the interns to produce this? Let's see what an intern can do. Which way do you think it should go, Dave?
I say...
Oh, there you go.
I say give it to the interns. I say give it to them.
Or we can't rely on Earl.
Yeah, because I think that...
Oh, do you feel like he can't be relied on?
Fresh blood.
Totally can be relied on. I would love to produce this show.
When are we going to have it, Monday? Will we have it ready to go Monday?
Yeah. We'll have it ready to go on Monday.
Are you ready this weekend, Patti, to cut this hour?
Yeah. I got to work from 4:15 to 8:15 Saturday, but after that...
No problem at all. No problem at all.
Anytime after that's good for you?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, if somebody else isn't scheduled,
Sure, no, you're not going to get on the air this weekend. Earl's going to produce this, and then we'll hand the 1 hour to O&A and say, here it is.
A finished product.
And you'll be able to look at Opie and say, shit, or get off the pot?
I can't say that to that.
How about poop or get off the pot?
Poop or get...
All right.
I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
All right, let's just... I'll play the part of Opie, and you come in, you hand me this, and you tell me to poop or get off the pot.
All right. Poop or get off the pot.
I'll poop.
Perfect.
And when he poops, you will have a show.
Save it.
Save it. Save it and sell it on eBay.
Yes.
All right, we got to take a break here. D, are you going to go out with this poor E-Rock kid who's been waiting all this time for you?
I think it's time to go to lunch, yeah.
Yeah. We'll be right back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
It's the Ron and Fez Show on XM 202.
Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show on XM Radio. Doesn't get any better than Ron and Fez. It's the best thing going. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Outer space satellites blowing up nationwide. Boom goes the dynamite. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show.
Back with the Ron and Fez Show on a Friday, 866-RON-0-FEZ. That's 866-766-0339. Or you can always email us at ronandfez@AOL.com.
Fez, E-Rock just told me this story that cracked me up that would have freaked you out. He's in the men's room, the worst smelling men's room ever. He says a guy from the other place, the other building we were, he comes in, gray suit and all, but comes in through the door with his dick already out, heading towards the urinal.
You're absolutely kidding me.
No. This is what you need to remember where you live and work. Fez has a little bit of a bathroom phobia. He doesn't do very well in men's rooms.
I hate to use any sort of public restroom. I get pee shy. And now that's the sort of thing that would just, make me even more pee shy.
What?
The fact that some guy's coming in the door wearing a suit but with his dick already out, that ready to go.
Is it that you're pee shy or you can't piss through a hard-on and you're so excited when you're in there, there's nothing you can do about it?
It's that I'm pee shy. That's the reason.
By the way, Stalker Patti brought you something, Fez.
I missed yesterday because I had to work. Yeah, I had to work yesterday, so I missed it.
Miss Fez Appreciation Day.
Yeah, so I came here today to give you my little appreciation.
Yeah, we tried to get a hold of Patti. Why yesterday?
Because I was working, and we can't have cell phones.
It was to find out what was the holdup with my generation, because nobody knew.
Yeah. All right, right now it seems like Steve isn't that excited about it, but I think O and A are going to love it once they get the... Oh, you got a card, too? What do you got? You got coffee?
I got coffee from Starbucks, the Cafe Verona. And I got a card that's somehow covered in coffee grounds.
Yeah.
And it just says, congratulations, you did it. Happy Fezzy Appreciation Day.
Oh.
Love, Patti with an I.
Great penmanship.
It's really nice.
And that's a really cool gift. Chocolate-covered pretzels from Godiva.
Oh,
very nice. It's in the type of canister that it looks like springy snakes are going to jump out.
I hope so. I hope you have a heart attack from that.
Nope. It's actually milk chocolate pretzels jumping out at me.
You were holding your chest earlier. What's going on, buddy?
A lot of chest pain today. I guess what they call angina.
Now, the thing is, you're having a kind of a stress-free day, right? You're having a fun day. Everybody's stopping around. It's Friday.
Oh, yeah, having a total fun day.
So why would why would your chest hurt?
I don't know.
Is it because I yelled at Earl last night and broke my lent?
I don't think that seemed like it would be really a long residual effect.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
Did you do a lot of walking today? Did you walk here or something?
I did some walking today, but not enough for my heart to explode, I would hope.
I got an idea for me and you, Fez.
What's that?
And this is for your heart. We take up golfing. Me and Fez, couple of duffers.
Golfing.
Yeah, I mean, spring is about to spring out there. We go out, we hit the links, we have some foursomes, we enjoy ourselves. No stress for Fez Whatley.
I would love to do that with you. And I get Earl to carry my bag for me.
Absolutely.
Because that would be some at least physical stress on my heart. You know?
And I want you to talk just like Will Smith did in that movie. Like everything. You're talking about golf, Earl, but it's really about life.
You are Bagger Vance.
Yeah.
Life is just like a golf swing. Sometimes.
Oh, what was the name of that?
Bagger Vance.
Oh, jeez, I was saying it the wrong way.
Bagger.
Yeah.
Bagger Vance, Ron.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is take down that marquee sign, because that's going to lead to trouble.
Why would you even put it up?
You were in my dream last night, Fez, that you were following me like a spy, and I knew it, and I kept ducking in and out of places to make you follow me home. You were following me back to my house. Will, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, I was wondering why Stalker Patti keeps giving props to Godiva, especially after they fired her for thinking Jerry Rafferty looked like John Lennon.
Yeah, why do you still support Godiva?
Well, I don't like how they treated me, but I recognize it as a very good product.
True, I
do.
that.
So I look at it from a customer standpoint now.
You can't get past the flavor of fancy chocolates.
Right.
I know, and I don't like regular chocolate from the store anymore.
Can I tell you something else? I think they're going to come crawling back to you the same way CBS did with O&A. I think they are going to have to come back and say, Patti, after you left, we've screwed up, we got nothing else to do, will you come back to us?
Well,
and then would you do 2 shows? Would you do one for Starbucks, the other one for Godiva?
I don't know. I'm very involved with Starbucks right now.
Everyone says they won't until that money starts to sing.
I like it. She's playing hardball.
Well, there's something you got to do.
And I don't like the way they treated me up to 5 years.
No.
Dipping you in chocolate?
Yeah, you know.
They let you go like you were nothing. But sooner or later, you've got to poop or get off the pot. And what are you going to do?
Poop.
Good. Smart move.
All right, don't say that if you're going to work at a chocolatier.
No.
You're thinking of Disney. Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, fellas, what's happening?
Yeah.
First of all, I just want to say I love you guys, man. Absolutely love you.
Thanks, brother.
And Fez said that he had a problem with using public urinals, and I'm just wondering, and I don't like using them myself. If I can do my daily ritual in the comfort of my own home that I do every morning, if I was a rock star, I'd have my stage bus built exactly like my home bathroom because that's my comfort zone. I was out one day doing some shopping and I wasn't on the throne in the morning, so I'm thinking, I'll go do some shopping. So I'm doing some shopping and I'm almost home, and I'm getting ready to leave the store. I did my shopping and it's like, no, man, I can't wait anymore, right? So I'm running into the store, man, practically shitting on myself, down my pants, and I just get to the crapper and it's just all over the place, man, on my pants and my legs, all over the crapper and everything, and I tried to put one of those Santa sheets down, which, it's like it's got to go down a certain way. So I had to go home, take a shower, and wash all that shit off and stuff. And it's just, I can understand. I hate using public restrooms, man. I hate them.
See, Fezzy, I don't want you to end up like him.
Yeah, I do not want to shit myself.
Yeah, but
Again.
You guys rock, man.
Thanks.
But on the other hand, you got to be practical. If you got to go, you got to go.
Poop or get off the pot. Am I right about that?
I'll get off the pot, thank you, Patti.
Why don't you have Bagger Vance keep an eye on the door while you're in there?
Oh, Bagger Vance, forget about it. What happened the other day, I'm like, all right, I really have to piss. I'm going to, I can't hold, I got to go in the restroom here.
Yeah.
So I go in there, and Bagger Vance, Earl Douglas, follows me in. I'm at the very end urinal. Why does he take the center one? There's 3 urinals. He could take the one furthest away from me on the other end. He cozies up to me.
Maybe he likes to cuddle. What's the problem there?
They should have private doors that close and each
in
one
a urinal?
Yes. Yeah, they should.
I like a trough.
I like
Bagger,
my
what are you
privacy.
doing going? hip to shoulder with Watley.
Well, you know my problem.
I didn't even know it was him because I don't look at other people.
But Bagger, there is some etiquette. If there's 3 urinals, you leave an opening. The only way that you're shoulder to shoulder is when you're packed.
No, but I think it's that right urinal. Every once in a while, it'll drip water onto your dink while you're going, and it's just annoying.
You're standing too close.
It's like you're climbing in it. How
you should never have your cock inside the urinal.
No, I don't have it that far in, but it's far enough to where...
Take a step back.
But if I do that, I'm just squirting. I'm looking like one of those fountains that squirt out water.
Why do you have to use that part of the bathroom? Why don't you go into one of the enclosures and just close the door? Nobody will know what you're doing.
That's for loafers. What if a guy comes in there and has to pinch a loaf? That's for him.
I don't know what pinching a loaf is.
That's pooping.
Oh.
Pinch a loaf or get off the pot. You've heard that phrase.
Sure. You've heard that plenty enough. Ted, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Fez, you know those little auto flush toilets with the black caps?
Yeah.
They've got cameras in them. And
yeah, they do, Fez.
Who would put a camera in there?
The security.
People.
It's a post 9/11 world, Fezzy.
I know, but...
What do you care? Put your dick up to the camera.
I am not having, the one-eyed wink at the camera.
How do you wink with that thing?
Well, if it was posing.
Got some incredible control. By the way, best, and without even close, intern we've ever had, Pepper Hicks.
Oh, congratulations, Pepper Hicks.
You're the best, Pepper. Worst ever, Bagger Vance. Bagger, are you going to take care of Patti here?
It's going to be a world-class production for Stalker Patti.
Now, it's got to have an opening that kicks ass. It's got to have a closing. You guys have to have great music and teach her how to get in and out. There's got to be plenty of talk.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to make her shine. She's going to shine like a star.
And then, when you hand it to Opie and Anthony, what do you say to those two guys?
Poop or get off the seat.
There you go.
Well, close. Okay. Right. You're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, she's going to need rejoiners, everything, all kinds of production for this thing. Now, back to my generation.
Now, back to my generation with Stalker Patti. The year was 1960. You know what? I really do think that it's smart to have something to hook onto. I think you ought to do it about the 60s. I really do. Your generation.
What I'm going to do is go through my CD and tape collection and write down all my favorite songs.
60s and 70s, probably, don't you think?
Oh, yeah,
totally. When you started talking about that thing from the 2000s and the late 90s...
Oh, all right,
It's taking you way off track.
Right.
Okay.
You want to keep the focus.
So stick to a little time period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even give them some news of the day, what was happening at that time.
I have a book with all that stuff in it, which is cool, you know?
Bagger Vance will be there. He'll be pushing the button and giving you all kinds of things.
What does Bagger Vance mean? How do you get that name?
Well, because we can't call him the other name.
Oh.
That is still on the marquee for some reason.
And one time I thought he was God and he just disappeared. All right, now here's the thing, Earl. What kind of music... give me 3 or 4 bands that you think matters to this.
The Doors.
Mm-hmm.
Led Zeppelin, and like the Jefferson Airplane.
What about for you, Patti?
Cool, and I got some other rare stuff like For Your Love.
All right, that's rare.
I think
you never
that's
get to hear
the
For Your Love.
Tremolos. I'm not sure.
Yeah. We've been looking for that.
See, I'm thinking the opposite, Earl. I'd even go like mid-60s, like a mod thing.
Oh.
You know? I was thinking like the Animals, the Kinks.
Who?
The Who, when they were the high numbers. Even coming in a little earlier than that.
Strawberry Alarm Clock.
All right, now we're talking.
Real psychedelia.
Right, you give them a little
I'm
psychedelia.
Really into the psychedelics.
Sure you are. All right.
A little garage rock.
We'll hit them with some Moby Grape if you want to.
Cool.
You know? We'll just really San Francisco 76 this thing a little bit.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff home, and I will be reminded of what it all is when I go and take a look at everything. I'll write down all the song titles and give it to you.
Yeah, and stick with your generation.
Yeah.
Keep it very specific that way. And don't let Earl bully you into song choices.
Okay, I won't let the ants run all over.
What are you thinking about this one, Dave? Where's the music that you hear from my generation?
I like to hear about the maybe some George Thorogood. I think would fit Patty's
George
generation.
Thorogood from the
late
80s.
Late 70s, yes. I'm thinking for Patti.
Rounder, when he was on Rounder Records?
I would like to think about Sex Pistols for Patti.
Oh, no. It's a different generation.
If you want the mid-60s stuff, yeah, then you gotta maybe go with, like, The Faces, Herman and the Hermits, stuff like that.
Herman's Hermits.
But yeah, I don't think so. Thanks, though, Dave. I appreciate it. Just so sad.
Actually, wasn't Rod Stewart in the Small Faces?
He was in the Faces. The Small Faces was Ronnie Wood and the other guy from Humble Pie, right?
Yeah, Steve Marriott.
Which Humble Pie would even be a little interesting there. I'd even go, this might sound crazy, I'd even go for some early Mott. Hit him with some early Mott the Hoople.
They had only one hit, right?
Well, you know what? There's more there, darling.
Yeah.
All right, all the way to Memphis. We slapped that on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Roll Away the Stone. That could happen. We don't know where we're going with this. Some of the early... there we go. But that whole thing. This is perfect for you, Patti. That boogie woogie piano thing that you don't hear anymore. Maybe you're playing boogie piano in the background, Earl, the whole time she's on.
Patti, this sounds good as like your intro music, even.
I love this song.
Elliot, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Miss Ballpark. Maybe Earl could get Ronnie Wood for a Patti show.
You know what? Not a bad idea. I would give it up. Fez and I would gladly give up the booking with Ron Wood if she could be on Patti's show.
I know he was promised for the first day of summer for us.
Yeah.
June 21st.
Which we're looking forward to.
It's coming up quick. It's going to be here before you know it.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, everyone. How are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Patti, I bought you dinner in Cleveland. Earl, what happened to the album you and Patti were supposed to put together?
What, the karaoke album?
Yeah. You were supposed to...
There's so many things Earl lies about, and he knows that Fez and I have no attention span, and then he can move on.
Him and his extreme sport.
Right.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm more concentrated right now on my generation. This thing is going to kill.
You're right about that, Earl. I can't wait to hear it. I wouldn't even mind giving up an hour of our show on Monday and just sitting and listening to it. Oh, and they need to wake up to this, though. They got a star right under their noses. And they're wasting time on Sam and Than and whoever
I think all those people are good.
The comedian du jour happens to be.
Yeah, I especially enjoyed Rich Voss's show recently.
Oh, yeah, sure, that one.
And Colin Quinn was here once, too. He was cool.
So you never miss any of them?
Well, I listen to them a lot because I have the radio on on Saturday nights.
But why should you keep getting pushed to the back of the pack?
Right. Why should your nose be pressed against the bakery store window while Colin Quinn is in there eating beautiful donuts? How about letting Patti come in? Let her
I'm a
enjoy
very
a pastry.
patient person.
Yeah,
I really
you are.
am.
You're the best. And that's what's going to make my generation work. My generation. Mine. Stalker Patti.
Yeah, I just expected more from Dee Dee because she's had many years of experience. I thought it'd be a really awesome show. But Francine's show was very good, superior, and she was just an intern. And this lady that had all this experience and years and her own show or some stuff like that, It was disappointing.
You get a lot of reviews at work, don't you?
That Francine had all the years of experience and everything, and she was the intern.
Don't think about it too much, honey. Harry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dee Dee taking a beating.
No,
hey, buddy.
Her, though.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Yeah.
Hey, I want to wish Patti good luck on her show. Fezzy, happy late Fezzy Day.
Oh, thank you.
I got a question. How can Earl be so excited about producing Patty's show when he can't even do Ron and Fez's show?
Earl, can you take shit to Shinola? That's what you got to prove this weekend.
Yeah, I could definitely take shit to Shinola.
Here's the thing. Ronnie and I were going to start playing golf. You got this Patti project. You got two things to think about. Patti and Caddy.
You know what, Fezzy? I already got opportunities for you and I. A golfing trip to the beautiful Florida Panhandle. We're off golfing.
Really? The Redneck Riviera?
That's right, the Redneck Riviera.
Nice. A golf trip. Just me and you.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, a couple other buddies will meet down there.
Okay.
You come back, I need you to rat hole something for me. You'll be taking different flights.
I really hate to fly alone.
I can't be tied into this stuff. Anything goes wrong.
I get really nervous.
No. Believe me, if that plane crashes, somebody will be in there to dig something out of your ass quicker than you know what to do with. Don't worry.
Help got here so quickly.
Yeah. It's the fastest ever. Hey, it's our old friend Tasteless Jenny. Hey, Jenny.
Hey, how are ya?
Yeah.
Hey, Tasteless.
Hello, Fez. Happy Fez Day, by the way. I know I'm a little late, but I usually am. I want to help Patti because I'm a jock over at Oldie Station, and I think I can help her with her My Generation show.
Wow, Tasteless Jenny would be willing to help.
She's very nice. I know her.
Yeah, she's great.
Thanks, but no thanks, Jenny. I'm going to do this on my own.
Come on, Earl. Where does that come from?
No, I can handle this. I can completely handle this on my own.
Why not take a co-producer?
No, but I mean, this is my task to make shit from to Shinola. This is my job, and I'm going to pull it off.
All right, Jenny, it was a nice thing, but Earl, he always worries that we'll give away the good word.
He's been that way for years, I know.
Yep. All right, thanks, Jenny.
You're welcome, hon.
All right, that was really embarrassed. Here's a professional DJ, former producer of the Ron and Fez show. Well, Fezzy, she's absolutely fabulous in every way.
Oh, yeah, and talk about My Generation. Same one.
Yes.
Not earlier.
Right.
Her kids listen to Patti's music.
Aww.
Here's somebody that wants to support you. A big A.
Big A.
Hi, Fez.
A big A!
Big A!
Oh, hi, Big A.
Big A.
Guess I'll one day choose it over, huh? Huh, Fez?
Yeah, exactly. Fez Appreciation Day is over. We go back to being mortal enemies.
Okay, the reason why I called is I want to support my friend Patti and her show, My Generations.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Big A.
I wouldn't even mind a 1-hour show on the weekends. Fez versus Big A, and we call it Point Counterpoint, and the two of you going back and forth, Fezzy, on the news of the day.
We're not even going to get to one topic.
All right, thanks, Big A.
All right, take care, guys.
Look,
Big A! He's the best.
Look who's trying to jump on the My Generation bandwagon.
That I love. When you see the hipsters hanging around, you know things are working. Hey, Fuzzy, speaking of hipsters, we've got some great food coming in today.
We got food coming in from Benito's Restaurant that's at 222 Galloping Hill Road in Union, New Jersey. For more info or to make a reservation, 908-964-5850.
Remember, when it's time to eat-o, you go to Benito.
Very nice.
Now that is, do we know what kind of food we've got? This is Lily's dad's food, right?
Yes, we know it's Italian food.
Yeah, come on in here, Lily.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Poppy wash his hands.
Does she know what we said about the slogan here? When it's time to eat-o, we go to Benito.
Wow, that's good. I like that.
What kind of food did you bring us in, darling?
I brought a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Pastas, some filet mignon, some fish for Fez.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I'll have 2 filet mignons, and we'll cut Fez a small piece of fish. Earl, have you got back to talking to Lily yet, or are you still doing the freeze?
I've been cordial to her.
I don't want you to be cordial. I want you to be a coworker. I want us all to grow up. It's why we ran into problems last night. We're all going to be friends here.
What's your problem, Iceman?
Yeah, I'll be cordial.
Tell her that you love her again.
Quite honestly, I could barely look at her.
Why? Why are you so mad?
Then you shouldn't eat.
Yeah, you're not getting food today.
For you, Earl.
Yes, 2 days in a row for him.
He's on a hunger strike.
Oh, yeah, yesterday he refused that fucking hideous hoagie that made me $60 worth of hoagies that tasted like shit. I'm still pissed to this day. I'm going to have to double down on my Benitos just to feel better about myself. Hey, by the way, does your dad understand that dessert's part of the meal?
We didn't bring dessert.
Yeah, run out for pastries while we're eating.
You got time.
Well, we're going to have those chocolate-covered pretzels that Fez has.
Nice.
You need a break again, Earl?
Yeah, we can take a break here.
Didn't we just take a break?
Yeah, we haven't been back on that long.
Yeah, let's not be crazy, Earl. Let's not drive ourselves nuts. The Radio Shark. Every day we got to let the Radio Shark on.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Patti, you like bubblegum music?
Not really. It's a little not sophisticated enough for me. Although I did enjoy the danceable tunes of the Archies, like Sugar Sugar. When I was a kid, I used to dance to it.
Sure, I would love to see you back in the orphanage.
I'm really into
just doing
more
the twist.
stuff like, I don't know, songs like It's Good News Week, Harper's Bazaar, and Beatles, and stuff like that.
All the stuff they played at the Foundling Ball.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to play a little bubblegum. Get into music.
Oh, I used to 1, 2, 3 red light. Oh, I like that in the 8th grade.
Maybe this should be your sound. You're playing a 1910 Fruit Company.
I might include 1 or 2 of those songs, but
you're rocking the association.
Not overdo it with that.
Yeah. Just sometimes give it a little bubblegum flavor.
Yeah, we used to sing Yummy, 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 Got a Baby in My Tummy.
Parody song, huh?
Bad Girl?
Yeah.
Bad Girls?
Did everybody laugh after you sang it?
Yeah, but the adults would be more interested in the soap they were going to put in our mouths.
Oh, boy.
Lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I don't believe the story.
Linnea, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just thinking that
big.
Dr. Patti is so A&O. She kind of needs a new name like Stalker Patricia.
Stalker Patricia? That doesn't sound quite right.
Would you be thinking about using the Patricia name, though?
Well, that's on my MySpace. I'll leave it there.
Why don't you call yourself Patricia Stalker Doris? Hey, Fezzy, we're having some great food today. I can't wait for this. Should we wait to the end of the end of the show so we should crush it? And then we'll give reviews tonight on Free FM?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Now, will your dad be listening on Free FM tonight?
I think so.
If we rip him, he'll go crazy.
He will.
So I hope this all works out well.
Food from Benito's restaurant. That's 222 Galloping Hill Road, Union, New Jersey, 908-964-5850. Or you can go online at thebenito, DABENITO.com.
When you want to eat, go to Benito. I love it.
I'm running that by him. That's a great slogan.
Yeah, run it by him. Run up the flagpole. See if anybody salutes it. Throw it down the well. See if it makes a splash.
I like how it rhymes. Yeah. That's my favorite part about it.
It's catchy.
Yeah, thank you. I always wanted to work Mad Ave. It's a mad world, though. It's a mad world. I'm very excited about what we're doing here, Fezzy, trying to push Stalker Patty's thing out to the forefront. Monday, we will have an hour, Earl?
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
It'll sound like gold.
To hand to O&A and say, this is it. God damn it, I'm tired of waiting.
But I'm a very patient person.
No more. Now you start shoving. pushing your way to the front. Mark, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
Yeah, Ronnie, I wanted to remind you at least for Catholics, you can't have meat on Friday, so I don't think it's going to be...
Hello, Mark. You're on the Ron and Fez show. Mark.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, Mark. What were you saying?
No meat on Fridays. You can't have that.
Mark. Hello.
I'm here. No meat on Fridays.
Hello, Mark. Can you hear me?
No filet mignon.
Mark, can you hear me?
No filet.
Yeah, we're going to be eating some great food today, Fezzy, and I can't wait.
I've been looking forward to this. Lily's dad's restaurant, Benito's, bringing food in today from Union, New Jersey.
Hey, Strike, you're on the air. How you doing, pal?
Yeah, hey, buddies. Hey, the last musical show that Earl produced, I believe the failure known as the Black Rock Coalition, and you want him to produce this for Patti? I'm concerned for Patti.
Earl ran out of Black Rock to play within 15 minutes.
That is not true.
At a certain point, he starts off playing his Black Rock acts. He eventually played Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Was so difficult for him to keep any kind of acts going. I don't worry about this because Earl is great behind the scenes. And with Patti, we've got a star. There's star quality there. I don't know whether you know this or not, Fez. She's been a major part of Opie and Anthony's show for the past 7 years.
No, I was not aware of that.
7 years has it been, Patti?
All right.
All right, 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years she has, and when she comes into that place, if people go back, here's my biggest O&A memory, most of the time it's something Patti did.
Yeah, did quite a few interesting things.
Right.
Too.
What was the bit that you wrote where you shaved your head and then you pulled your wig off on 57th Street?
Oh.
Was that hers?
Yes, that was
my wig.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they let me keep it.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I will say this, though, because I came into work that night. It was the first time I had ever seen the audience turn on O&A. There was a major part of the audience, when you were screaming on the street, no, everyone's looking at me. There was a major part of the audience that was furious that day. Absolutely furious. And we ended up worrying that they were going to end up storming the radio station.
So upset about Patti being snatched bald out there. Just very, very upset. Think that's when you came into your own, Stalker Patti.
Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, how you doing?
Great.
About this for a split for the restaurant. When you want to be hung by your feeto in the streeto, it's Benito.
That's not bad at all.
Going off of a Mussolini theme, sure.
All right, give us the name of the restaurant again.
Benito's Restaurant in Union, New Jersey.
All right, but Benito is the name, right?
Benito.
What about this one? Hey, Guido, come to Benito.
Hey.
Hey.
Brother.
Hey.
Better than a Cheeto. It's Benito.
Better than a Cheeto.
It's Benito.
I wonder if we'll be sued by Cheetos for that. First of all, we got to prove that it's better than a Cheeto.
All right, Cheetos.
At this point,
stop it.
At this point, we don't know. We don't want to fail a fucking taste test against Cheetos.
For fine Italian cuisino, go to Benito's.
Oh,
see who's thinking today?
I like it. Take a load off your feeto. Eat it, Benito.
Food that can't be Beto? Eat a Benito?
Oh, stop it, Fez. Hey, what about this? Are you allergic to Weedo? I've got the Benito!
From Star Wars, don't end up like Greedo. Go to Benito.
It's the from Star Wars that I don't like.
Well, Greedo was the guy Han Solo killed.
Everybody knows that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't end up like Greedo. Mosey over to Benito.
Mosey over I like a lot. Is Lily going for any of these? Is she going to pitch her dad on any of this stuff?
I hope to see it on the sign out front and on some T-shirts that you could buy at the restaurant.
I don't think he's going to go for the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
Why? Everyone loves that movie. Made $325
How did you like Hey Guido? Get your fat ass to Benito.
That's actually pretty funny, but we don't want to offend people. You know, we're not
Right.
the type of organization that puts labels on people.
I get it. Organization.
Yeah.
So nobody even knows. You're in there with your gamad. Nobody cares, right?
No, it's they come in with their wives one night, they come in with their girlfriends the other night.
Well, Friday nights are for the wives, Saturday nights are for the girlfriends. Butch, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hope everything going good for y'all.
Don't worry.
Anyway, man, I had a question. I mean, it seems like they're kind of rushing this thing with Patti, man. Are they going to be able to get that studio under the stairwell finished by then?
Do you need to work under the stairwell, Patti?
Nah.
No.
Not under the stairwell. There's no stairwell anymore.
That's true. You can live under in the elevator shaft if you want to here.
There is a secret stairway. She'd be very at home there.
Who wouldn't be? That place is lovely.
The acoustics are good for your show.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
You guys sick of burritos? Then you might go to Benito's.
All right, I don't mind that at all. Sick of burritos.
Oh, wait.
We can show a Mexican
Ride
guy.
your burrito into Benito's.
All right, kind of do a donkey bit there.
Yeah.
Tie it in with Donkey Kong.
More handsome than Jared Leto. Come over to Benito.
Again, you got to prove that you're more handsome than Jared Leto. Wasn't Jared Leto in the news the other day?
Yeah, he was playing with his band, 30 Seconds from Mars, and this was in El Paso, Texas. Decided to do a big stage dive. Yeah, nobody caught Jared Leto. And went right down on his face, so he had some face bruising, and it really screwed up his ankle, too.
Did he look like the Jared Leto of Fight Club? Will they just beat him to death?
Basically. Don't be so presumptuous that everyone's going to catch you.
Well, it can happen. It's a dangerous game, the game of rock. This Jared Leto will not let go of this band thing, though, huh?
No, he really likes wearing the eyeliner, the mascara. He likes that whole look that he's got going with his band.
Yeah, I understand, but at some point you got to say we're not going to be successful, you know?
Keanu Reeves finally gave up on Dog Star. It's time.
Yeah.
Leto.
Didn't we booked him sometime, right? Yeah. I'll just say this with Keanu.
Hey.
He has the same problem as some of the rest of us.
Okay.
Same as some of the rest of us. Went to the plate like a champ.
Oh.
Terry, you're on Ron and Fez.
In rain, snow, or sleeto, eat at Benito's.
I like that.
Good work.
I hope your dad appreciates this.
What about this? Potato? Meato? Thanks, Benito! Manny, you're on Ron and Fez.
I thought Lily was Armenian or something. Where's your dad do there? Wash the dishes? What,
No.
Your dad trained in Italy, right?
Yeah, he actually lived in Italy, and he learned, the trade, and he came over here when he was about 15, and he started as a dishwasher, and then he sort of moved his way up, and now he owns his own restaurant for about 21 years.
It's an American success story. So look at him, he's got 2 beautiful daughters.
He is an American hero, Ron.
He really is.
He is.
He's one of the, like you said, one of the great racists. He doesn't want you to date blacks.
No, he doesn't.
Isn't it on a sign when you walk in the lobby of the restaurant?
Well, that's kind of harsh. I don't know if it says that.
Keep your black hands off my daughter. Here's Charlie. Charlie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how you guys doing?
Great, buddy.
Here's a slogan. His daughter doesn't date Negroes. Eat at Benito's.
I like that a lot. Seriously.
That's accurate.
It's very catchy. That way, yeah, that one...
We can't get sued on that one.
It's already proven.
Hey, we got beverages ready to come up?
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at you, Dave.
Absolutely. Coca-Colas?
Yeah.
Out the fucking ass. Sorry to curse.
Why you gotta curse like that?
Sorry, Patty.
Hey, you know what?
That's okay. I'm used to it.
Why don't you take your date to this place?
Benito's?
Yeah.
In Jersey?
Yeah, Dave.
How far is it from good old Queens? Because I don't like to go to places.
Well, from here it's about 25 minutes. So how far are you from here?
Well, he's 45 the other way.
Yeah.
He's well into Queens.
Yeah, but hey, it could happen. I was thinking more about the city. Could your dad maybe deliver some food to my apartment, or
no?
Is that
sorry? We don't do that.
You're not gonna get a Lady in the Tramp where you're eating the same piece of spaghetti.
What's wrong with that?
That's what
That's very romantic. I'll tell you right now. Hearing what another young lady said about you. Some of the heat that's on you right now, things are going your way, my friend.
Another lady?
Well, I don't want to give away other things. Yeah. But women are thinking good things about you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is
and
that?
again, it's because you got the hot chick.
Is that
now
it?
Once a guy's with a hot chick, it's like.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you think? I mean, my former.
Oh, I liked.
Was good looking or no?
She who shall not be named. I liked her. She's very attractive.
Yeah.
But she's
But
not
so
like the
then,
new one.
why is this the more recent thing? Is my question, because she was a good-looking one. Too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. To Lily.
Awkward.
I thought she was cute.
All right. Never mind.
You saw his new chick, right? Well, he hopes to be his new chick.
Right.
That's not even the same fucking league, though.
No.
No.
She's definitely a class above.
Oh, that's fine.
So,
I mean,
you
you're
look
good for me.
No, here's the thing. If your new chick, if her pictures were showed up with Justin Timberlake's, nobody would say, it would look normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If her pictures were with any of the cast of The Departed, everybody would be like, oh, yeah, I get it.
Right.
You're dating a girl that could easily date rock stars or movie stars.
Right.
Now,
yes,
your last girlfriend.
Okay.
Could you see her out on the dance floor with Justin Timberlake?
With Mr. Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Probably not. But she's a bit of a wallflower.
He's sending sexy away instead of bringing it back.
Yeah, I couldn't, to be honest.
You couldn't, right? You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
You'll be shocked. This new girl of yours, you could picture it in a heartbeat. You could picture her with an Arabian prince. You could see her with a drug dealer. I could see her. If Casey ever wanted to spend time at Columbia with any member of the cartel, it would happen for her.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I wish, she wouldn't do that. That seems a bit...
No, but I'm saying nobody would be shocked by it.
Yeah, but you moved from movie stars to drug runners.
Yeah, but I'm saying the top of their fields.
Oh, all right.
The top of their fields.
Okay, I guess I see your point a little bit.
She's a girl who could get stalked by paparazzi.
Yeah, that's that's better than, again, running with Colombian drug lords. I think that's where...
But I consider that, a classy fucking thing. And I know for a fact, women love drug dealers.
Really?
Who didn't want to be Elvira from Scarface?
Thank you.
It's my favorite.
Oh. Well, I wasn't aware of that. I mean...
The world is yours.
I'm not willing to go down, not to do
By the way, most of the time I watch that movie, I turn it off when he comes to get her. When he comes and gets her, and they're there, I'm like, okay, I'm done now. I don't want to get into the bad parts. I want to leave this as a happy love story. Bobo, you're on the air.
Oh, hiya, buddies.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything. Hello?
What can we do for you, Bobo?
Oh, I had a slogan for the restaurant.
Yeah.
If you like to eat wearing a Speedo, go to Benito's.
What do you think of that one, Lil?
I don't know anybody who eats with a Speedo on, but...
Well, you're
it's
talking
cute.
about Bobo.
It's way easier to scrape the sauce off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie, Bobo called Sleeves out yesterday musically during the Fez Watley Day, and Sleeves has a counter for Bobo.
All right, wait a minute. Go back and go from the beginning.
Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yesterday during the Fez Watley Day, Bobo called in and said, I have a special song for Fez, and he played it. And then he said, I'm going to do that in that kind of, overbearing sleeve style. And so it was a rip on Sleeve.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that now.
They're going at like East-West Coast rappers.
I see.
Bobo and Sleeves.
What a day for that.
I hope it doesn't end in bloodshed.
Right.
That would be horrible.
So, Sleeves actually does have an answer that we have on audio if you want to hear it.
All right. Hey, by the way, Casey really doesn't think that you like her.
Me?
Yeah.
Why would she think that?
It's just weird. It's just
There's some
one of those
comments.
things.
There's some comments made.
There's some things.
People have overheard you.
Yeah. People have said. Just so you know.
Okay.
By the way, do you always have a fight going on with all the other girls?
No. You know what? I like to not fight with anybody.
Are you dating anybody now?
No. No, I told you I've given up dating for a while.
Lent?
Yeah.
Maybe we can find somebody nice for Lily.
Hopefully.
Who would be good for her that we know?
Jevin.
Oh, shit.
It happened so fast, I didn't even fucking get it at first. That's the meanest fucking thing you could have said.
Sorry, I forgot.
And I honestly was going like this. Jivin, huh? I was actually giving it some thought. This is how I fucked up my brain. This is how my fucking short-time memory works. Because I think you're about the prettiest Armenian I've ever seen.
Albanian, but thank you.
Oh, that's difference? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, then you're not so pretty. Do we know what kind of guys do you like?
I like nice, like, white boys.
No, you got to be a white guy.
Like, no, I don't mean that. Like,
what about Fan?
What about him?
Again.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
Probably not the best choice.
Two swings at that pitch.
So you get 3 in this one. Or keep fouling them off. I think you found it off, honey. I think you're staying alive.
Let's get the piece.
Yeah. So, are you, so you do like Casey?
Yeah, she's a really, really nice girl.
Is that the type of girl that you would sleep with? Because have you ever slept with another girl?
No.
Have you thought about it, though?
Yeah, sure.
Now, give me a starlet that you would sleep with.
I would say like Angelina Jolie, but everybody sort of says that.
Well, who does Casey look like?
She does have those lips like Angelina.
It's not what you were saying last night.
What's that?
What was I saying?
No, I just I overheard when she saw some of the Pal Talk cameras. Yeah. I overheard her then look at the Pal Talk cameras and say, "Oh, some of these girls need to get lives."
That's not what I said.
I'm just saying that's what certain people told me.
I don't know why everybody can't like each other. When I found out people said mean things about Happy Typing Girl, it actually hurt my feelings.
SOS. Same old shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And, when people aren't nice to Stalker Patti sometimes, right?
Well, yeah, there's people that don't know me and have never met me. I just disregard them and don't pay attention.
You know what my motto has always been? If you have someone in your life that you love, keep them off the radio.
Oh.
Protect them. Keep their name off the radio.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Pal Talk. I enjoy it when I can go on.
Yeah, you like to go in there and talk to your pals?
Yeah. I like
you sit with your shirt off?
Different fan rooms, and I like the trivia rooms, too. Those are a lot of fun.
Oh, you're good at trivia.
Yeah.
And your celebrity fantasy was Betty White? Okay.
All right, well, I forgot what we were doing here.
We're just having a good time.
Weren't you setting something up?
With sleeves.
Yes, well...
Yeah, so you forgot it and went, no, Ron, we're just having a good time.
Yeah. So Sleeves has answered Bobo because Bobo is...
Is there a question, really?
Yeah. Well, Bobo insulted the guy, so here's Sleeves' answer.
All I ever do is give to you. All I ever do is call to you, give to you. All I ever do is call for you and give to you. Turn my painting around, strut on proudly, play my songs every dolly. Gonna go around town, pizza and beer, find myself with something I don't have any hair. Wow, 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 we see beep, beep, boo, 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 bo, 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 bo. When I'm bo, 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 baby, gone on the real side. Base the roots is dead, it'll take good out of sight. Bo, 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 bo. Bo, 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 bo. All I ever do is give money, he'll call you. Love your buddies.
Dan, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, if you want to be fat like Don Vito, eat at Benito.
We all need to get behind Don Vito right now. He's going through a very trying time. Apparently, Fez, he's been set up by the people of Colorado, the state of Colorado.
Well, the story is that this is what he's been accused and arraigned on charges of molesting 2 girls at a skate park in Colorado.
Yeah, but they looked 18. One, I believe, was 12, the other 14.
Yeah, they were really, really young girls in this case.
And then as the female officer was arresting Don Vito, he told her, your pussy's so tight you can't even smile. Which, I say, snap.
It doesn't sound like he went willingly once he was arrested.
He played the dozens a little bit.
Sounds innocent to me.
But he does have Kobe Bryant's lawyer.
Now that Kobe's done it using them.
who defended Kobe in his sexual assault case.
Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I left the show, Fez, and when he said Don't be so presumptuous, because everything's scrumptious at Benito's.
Awful. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, how about if you resemble Judge Ito, steer clear of Benito's.
Doug, you're on Ron and Fez.
Anti-Asian?
Go ahead, Doug.
Illegally, we employ Latinos. Eat at Benito's.
I like that. Wolfie, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's on the menu. If you want a great cioppino, look no further than Benito.
Thank you. So many of these. Cliff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah.
I got one for you. Stop beating your Mito and eat at Benito's.
Any of these ring for you right now?
I liked yours. I like the first one.
Yeah, I don't even remember it now. How much time has passed by?
Is this one of those things, Lily, like when you're going to get this restaurant, you'll inherit it?
Well, I think my father was hoping that I would, but I want no part of it. My brother will probably end up taking it.
Well, then you are going to miss the gangland slayings that are going to take place. That's the sad part. I want to be there every night for the gangland slayings. I just be watching for when any big guys get up to go to the bathroom. Any bodyguards go to the bathroom, that's when a couple of guys come walking in.
Anytime a cook's going to get his hand put in a boiling pot of sauce.
We got to find somebody. We got to find a guy for
About Sheepy.
Would you ever think about Sheepy?
He's tall. She likes tall guys.
Think about Sheepy for...
Yeah, I know. That's true.
Okay.
We were going to say boyfriend.
I know.
Sheepy's not a finisher. He's not a closer. Big A interest you at all?
No.
How
about nice boys who have nothing to do with this radio show?
Well, we don't know many people that don't.
Yeah.
We don't know people that we don't know.
We have to go to our pool of talent.
Yeah.
And those are the folks we know.
I was going to say maybe Rick Schroeder. If you're going to talk outside of this type of environment.
Ricky. He's back to Ricky Schroeder.
Oh, he's back?
Yeah.
He's back to...
Now he thought he was stupid when he got the Y.
He's back to Ricky Schroeder. He's married and he's got like 6 kids.
So what?
I just don't know how available he is.
Everybody's available. That's the way I put it. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Bill.
All right, I know you're trying to get past, but here's the credo for Benito.
Yeah.
Come eat at Benito's. The Parmesan smells like Tito.
Here's Sal, you're on Ron and Fez.
Oh, hi, boys. You talking to me?
I guess so.
It's Michelle. But anyhow, here it is. Drive your car, walk on your feetos. For the best Italian, eat at Benito's.
Oh, very nice.
Good work, Sal. Benito's Restaurant, located 222 Galloping Hill Road in Union, New Jersey. For more information, or if you'd like to make reservations in the Union, New Jersey area, 908-964-5850, or go online to thebenito.com.
Would you ever think about putting this song in my generation, Patti? Any Lou Reed?
Oh, I like
Yeah, you like Lou Reed?
Satellite of Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the song. David Bowie does a good rendition of it, too.
Perfect. You can end your show with that rendition. I never heard the Bowie version of this. Have you, Earl?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
It's on one of his best of albums.
Look it up
in the 70s.
while you're sitting there.
I believe he did record that.
You have it, Earl?
I think he did, yeah.
According to this, no, we don't. No, he did like White Light, White Heat. I know.
Yeah, I know White Light, White Heat. I know he did I'm Waiting for the Man.
I have to go get the CD.
Yeah, I've never heard him do this though. Now I think U2 did this one time.
Yep,
with him, right, live.
Yes, they do it. Yeah, they did it a lot during the Zoo TV tour.
Right.
Yeah,
that frickin' abortion.
That was cool.
Sure you did. You know why? You don't have any heart.
What?
That's it for us. Hopefully Monday, we will have 1 hour of My Generation.
Starring Stalker Patti.
Tonight on Free FM, we will be reviewing a restaurant in New Jersey called Benito's.
I watched it for a little while.
Wait for it. It's coming. Wait for it.
I love to watch things on TV.
There it is. There it is. Watch.
That's the end of my show. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of
It's Ron and Fez.